saved it this time. Oh, we're live. So am I live?
Now live stream on YouTube.
Yay!
Whatever you did, you did it.
Except I can't do it as loud as you. Oh.
It hasn't shown up yet for me.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it on your page either yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, there it is. Yep, I see it
Yep.
now. Yeah, you're good.
Yep,
Got my
live.
correct photo.
Good.
You're live. On the right page.
It's a delay. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, YouTube is back in time. We're in the future here on Zoom.
So we have special guests here today for the astrology.
We do.
Greg's going to be doing some astrology readings as well today, aren't you, Greg?
Yeah. We're going to start out with Libras.
And Vera. So what would you predict for Librans this coming week then, Greg?
Well, I guess it'd be a different prediction if we were together physically. Librans predict that what would happen in that situation.
Anyone would think it's his date night.
Outside of that, I'm predicting that Libras will get the world and the sun.
Oh, yeah. What about Pisces? Oh, are you allowed to show that one? No.
Probably not.
Let's not, no.
Yeah. So what's coming
that
for
was
Pisces,
5 attempts
Vera?
to get onto YouTube. 5 attempts. I was pulling my hair out, wasn't I? What did you say, Greg?
You asked Vera, what's coming for Pisces, didn't you?
I asked you.
Oh, well, hopefully the sun and the world as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully that you're going to be flying to Florida.
That would be marvelous.
Travel. Yeah. And that the travel restrictions get lifted. Yeah.
But even if I could, it'd probably be too soon for you anyway, because you couldn't help me lift anything or do anything, could you?
There's people at the airport that can help get like luggage into the car and stuff like that. So
I mean, I have to do it this end, so it makes no difference. I have to do it.
mm-hmm. Anyway, so hi everyone in YouTube land, and is this on Facebook as well, or?
No, I've not got StreamYard. No, I'm going to though. You know, we're going to be doing the astrology readings for the 21st of February the 21st, up until the 27th of February, 2022. I'm eating Karamak. I was falling asleep. I'd just done some readings and I knew I couldn't do much more than I did. So I was sitting there going like this, drifting off. I was thinking, oh my God, I need some energy.
Your whole circadian rhythm is out of whack. You were in bed early last night.
Really early. I was so exhausted. I fell asleep whilst driving yesterday.
Yeah, that's not good.
Really seriously bad.
And then Allie tells me that I'll just take a nap for an hour. I'm like, no, you just go to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow.
And I did.
Good. You were up relatively early though. Also, I noticed you were posting at like 4 a.m. my time. So that's early for you.
Very early.
Yeah.
Very, very early. But sometimes I do that and then go to sleep. It's like, I think, oh yeah, I'm up. Oh, I'm not.
I've had those moments in the past weeks. I was out of it. I woke up. Yes, I'm gonna. No. I had my coffee. I looked to my side. Okay, I gave up. I dive in bed.
And that's
So
the
even
beauty
with
of being
coffee-
self-employed.
I
Yeah.
was out then. That time I was out after that for 10 hours.
Wow.
I think
That's-
a lot of people I'm talking to, their body, their rhythm is like they're having a day where they're not sleeping much at all, or a night that they're sleeping not, and then they're literally having so much sleep that it's shocking.
Well,
So
I'm taking the same type of remedy as Miss Charmingly, and that's to get rid of any effects of mold.
okay.
And I felt after the first capsule a huge change in my body.
I've lived with mold for years and years and years and years. I have.
I'll send you the name of it.
Okay.
You never know, Ellie, if it helps.
Because every single property I've ever lived in has got it. So what have you been doing today, darling? You've been doing another article you did today.
Well, earlier I was working on the new video I'll be coming out with, and then I went to the beach for a little while, came back home, took a nap. But yeah, I didn't realize that you were doing readings earlier. I wanted to promote you, but you didn't tell me you were doing the readings.
I didn't know if I could, so therefore I explained it to Greg. I didn't know if I could go on because it's a new computer, and I didn't know how easy it was going to be to go on, and it wasn't easy at all. So it was kind of like, surprise. And also I was absolutely knackered, and I thought, well, I'm going to do the astrology readings, but if anybody wants a reading, I can do a couple of readings. And that's what I got, a couple of readings. So that was good. That was good. So
I see Sherry, Claudette, and Max in the YouTube chat room. Hi, everyone.
I haven't checked yet. Because I was just on doing readings on the on Facebook, and I thought I'll come on here. Look, Sherry. Claudette, Mad Max.
Cherie, I'm sorry, calling her Sherry.
Sherry. I never know if it's Sherry or Sherry. I think there's
I'm not sure if it's Schaefer or Schaffer.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of wonky energy. Yeah. Lately, I can't pronounce that. Rhythm has been out of whack. Well,
Circadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, circadian rhythm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Mine too. I'm with you, Sherry, Schaefer, Schaffer.
Do you know what?
Sherry.
She never corrects me, lover. In class, she never corrects me, and I change it up each time. I don't mean to. I just don't. Yeah, I'm just not good.
Yeah, I was welcoming the new Patreon followers, I don't know, a week or two ago, and her name was on there, and I wasn't sure whether it was Schaefer or Schaffer. Then I didn't think twice about it. I always thought it was Sherry, but you got me thinking maybe it's Cherie.
Could be.
Okay, like she Sherry, just spelled it out.
Oh, it's like Sherry and then Schaefer.
Yeah. So I was right.
Thank you.
That's right. Yay. But now you got me thinking. I'll probably be calling her Cherie because I heard you say it. It's all your fault.
Yeah, sorry.
Sherry Schaefer. Got it.
I'm going to be doing my Patreon video meetup is this Thursday, Thursday the 24th of February. So hope everyone can make it. So I'll send that out on the Facebook Patreon page as well, and Patreon. Nobody can get my links up when I put it on Patreon, so I had to set up a Facebook page to get the videos so people can actually see the videos. I don't know why. It's the Google ones, Google Drive, they just don't, I suppose unless you've got Google Drive, it doesn't let you see them, maybe. I don't know. But
I never had a problem with it, but yeah.
Yeah. You've always been able to see them. I'm going to be doing some global predictions as well, so I need to change that date. So I'll see what comes up. I haven't checked. I haven't checked yet to see what was coming up, like what I predicted for last week. I haven't actually checked, so I need to do that and see. But it is kind of sticking your neck out there, isn't it, when you give dates and things? But I wanted to test myself. I wanted to see if I could. So we'll see. I think one was about a building, something to do with a building that on the front of it, it looks fine, but on inside it, you know, a bit like when they were doing Pizzagate, it was the same sort of thing, but it's another building that would be exposed. So I don't know if that's been on the news or not. I haven't really checked. So I don't know. Anybody know that?
No, I don't. I haven't really been paying attention though to
No,
a
nor
lot
have
of
I.
news lately. Yeah.
No, nor have I. So
Sherry just shared something, because I love how your English accent pronounces my name, Ellie. LOL.
Oh, thank goodness. That's good. I don't like upsetting people about their names. Yeah, so
You know, I'm sorry. There's a woman that commented on my last video, What the World Needs Right Now. Her name's Tina Martinique. And she's saying that, you know, she's a British girl and she's in a long distance relationship with a Florida guy. I'm thinking,
really?
what are the odds? That'll never happen. What's the odds of that happening?
Well, we make it work, love. That's what happens. Yeah. We make it work.
We do.
So, you know.
Yeah.
So do you want to put a link on this video about your new video?
Sure.
Put it on there.
Yeah, I came up with, I have a new video. It's called What the World Needs Right Now. And it's like one of my best videos ever, but YouTube is screwing me hard and I'm not enjoying it.
So if anybody can share it on their pages and things like that, that would be amazing. Just to cock up
I'll put it,
the blockages.
Yeah, because there's you know, I've got almost 150,000 followers and it's only been viewed like 400 times. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most important and best videos I've ever made.
Wow.
So here it is. Yep.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
They'll probably come back.
Yeah, I think
I got a good feeling about it.
What you mean, that the Facebook are going to be taken back over?
The views will start to pick up.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
Well, not if Facebook keeps doing what they're doing. That's the bloody trouble, isn't it?
And YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're being heavily censored, you know you're on the right side of history. Yeah. That's the only solace I get out of this.
Yeah.
They see us as such a threat.
Yep, they have to censor.
Yeah.
It's all crumbling around their ears anyway, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They can't carry on this. And a lot's happening with Trudeau, isn't it, at the moment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, he called them all standing by Nazis. I have to be careful what I say. In the Parliament. And he didn't apologize. Wow. He wouldn't apologize. He walked out Parliament.
Wow.
I know. So
Well, when they don't
that's the
get
big
what
news.
they want, they're nothing more than those little
Temper
spoiled
tantrums.
brats with temper tantrums. Yes, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And what you're
exactly.
supposed to do as a parent is ignore them when they're you're supposed to ignore a
Or
child when they
join.
have a temperature.
Or join.
But the trouble is, the trouble is with that is that his temper tantrums is a new bill being written. Just I mean, and more arrests and things like that. So his temper tantrums have consequences, and he's in charge of the whole, you know, of Canada, isn't he? All is it all Canada?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I should probably head out to let you ladies do your astrology readings. I'm taking up space and time, and saw Allie rocking already. So yeah.
I'm trying to find
Th-
me little Ujimi what's it. So I'm hoping Vera goes first.
Anyway, ladies, have a great reading, and I'll look forward to seeing the sun and the world for both Pisces and Libra.
Yeah. I love you, darling. Thanks for coming on.
Take care,
See you
ladies.
later, alligator.
Bye, my love.
Bye. Love you,
Bye.
baby. And bye, everyone in YouTube land.
Oh, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
That was
And Ellie,
lovely.
you did it.
I did what?
You did it. You thought you couldn't do it. You couldn't change it over. And now you're on the right channel.
What channel? Yes, because apparently I did go live, but I was live on my other YouTube channel. I don't know how to delete those. I don't really want those other channels, but I suppose it might come in handy if ever I say the wrong thing, and you never know.
I can probably talk you through that.
What I'm going to keep them is what I think. I think it's probably safer, just in case.
Yeah.
I do have a gob on me. I do. Say the wrong thing. Okay, so we're going to do astrology readings now. So the date today is well, for us in England, it is the 21st of February, 2022, but for USA, it is probably still 20th of February. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to do this from the 21st through to the 26th of February. And we need to kind of work out, what should we start with this time? Air signs, earth signs, fire signs, water signs. We did water signs first last time, so we won't do those. What do you think? You choose, Vera.
The first that came out were water signs.
Oh,
I shuffled them under the table.
okay. So fire signs first, and then what?
I'll shuffle them again under the table.
And then the earth signs.
And then the air
Signs, and then the water signs.
And I
Fair play.
I added something, Ellie.
Oh yeah. Nice one.
So now it's on photo paper. So it
Yours are all
doesn't.
professional. Mine are still my own cut-out ones.
These are also cut out.
Yeah, but they're very professional. So we're going to get on and start those then. So what birth signs are you out there, just so that we know? Just let us know your birth signs. Okay, so Vera, you're going to start with oh, so we're starting with earth signs, are we?
No, I mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah, if we agree on the fire, we're gonna do fire. And I got them now lined up
Okay.
between the keys of my keyboard. And I'm drawn to, this time, to use the sacred destiny oracles for the upcoming week.
Okay.
They were
Sacred
talking to
destiny.
me. So I haven't used them not much yet, but we'll see what they're feisty.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and get my little sticky things so I can put my sign up. All right, I'll leave you to it for a minute. I'll come back. Thanks, Vero.
Okay, here are my predictions from the Sacred Destiny for the upcoming week from the 21st till the 26th of February for Leo. Oh, they want it out. I like them. Just one more because we're going to beginning and middle of the week. Let's see what they want to come up with. And this one stays in my hand. Oh, I love it. That's going to be a very exciting week for the Leo. And I am so, oh, that's so beautiful. The first card that came out for the beginning of the week is, it says adventures, going out in nature, or it's something you've been willing to do or wanting to do for a long time. So you can cleanse, connect, ground. And I feel it's very important that you do some more grounding because there are going to be a lot of changes. And the water represents also about cleansing. And then you see the beautiful birds flying. And yeah, that tells me that they would love you to go to places that replenishes your energy, that helps you ground and center yourself. Because towards the middle of the week, and yeah, adventures, go out for yourself. Just do the things that you need to relax, clear your mind. Because towards the middle of the week, for a lot of you, it's going to be about community. And there's a beautiful rainbow. And I love it with my camera. When I move the card around, it looks like it's moving a little. And the butterflies, that is, well, rainbow can be a message from a loved one from way above. So maybe you see all of a sudden when you walk around in nature or just a place that gives you the best feel of nature, that you think about a loved one and then all of a sudden there will be a rainbow appear or a butterfly. And they might seem very small signs, but that could be the sign you just needed to, know that they are around. And then towards the end of the week, and this applies to anything, no matter what you do, you feel you have succeeded. You have a parrot here that, well, yeah, you can try to mimic others, but you're your own you. And the Black Panther, mysterious, can look straight into your soul and can hardly be seen in the dark. So you can move through the dark, see everything without being noticed. So don't be afraid of the dark, because it can be very, especially in these times, very beneficial, because you see and hear and feel everything totally clear. That's what I got for Leo.
Okay, sorry. My mouse is on a rug thing on the table and I can't get it. I can't move my mouse quickly on it. So it's really frustrating.
Well,
Okay.
my mouse, I only have to move this much to get to the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
So it's funny if someone is not used to and use the mouse to go all the way,
Yeah.
it's off the screen.
Yeah. I need to
It moves.
kind of change my settings. New computer and all. It's just getting used to it all.
You'll
Okay,
get it
thank you
done.
for that, Vera. I'll have a look now and see what's going on, what my guides have to say about Leos. Okay. So Leos for the 21st through the 26th of February 2022. Okay. So the beginning of the week, I feel that it's an overwhelming feeling of wellness, of overflowing of emotions. So it may be that you're overly emotional, that for some reason, kind of what you used to be kind of strong with, you're now kind of, the emotions are rising to the surface and letting things out. Just what I mean? It's like, you know, I used to be able to cover that, but now I can't. I can see that there is going to be, it's like somebody kind of drifting away from you, and part of you is feeling as if I should care more than I am. You know, it could be that that person is making you feel under pressure, okay, by their connection with you, whether that is friendship, whether it's family. You know, you're kind of having to, you know, tippy toe around them. You're having to you know, be careful what you say, be careful what you do. And so as they're drifting away from you, you're then kind of, it's like a bit of a relief energy, but it's also sadness. There has been bad behavior around you or around both of you. Maybe they trigger you. Maybe you trigger them into kind of, you know, being cross or annoyed. Okay, so it could be that. By the middle of the week, we have a lot of psychic energy, okay, build up, and you're going to be knowing, okay, it's like a knowing of what I'm going to do, because it's like spirit have been talking to you. You kind of are on a mission. I need to go in this direction, and that's what I need to do. There is a strong feeling of it's meant to be linked with wishes and dreams. Okay, so don't be surprised if you're not finding yourself at the right place at the right time, for doing something that you've always wanted to do, or finding that perfect job, or doing something that is it makes you feel good. Okay, but so go with it. Sometimes it's nice to have a day where you kind of say, right, I'm going to get in the car today. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm just going to go for a drive and see what happens. And I'm going to talk to people on the way, and I'm going to enjoy their company. And, you know, so it just feels as if it's like go with the flow days, you know. The end of the week, I'm seeing it more like perfection energy. So I feel that you're kind of, you know, relaxed middle of the week, but by the end of the week, you know, you are kind of wanting to make sure everything is done to perfection. Everything is done perfectly. Okay, so it's like, you know, you're not kind of skipping kind of jobs, or, you know, not doing things that you said you were going to do. You're kind of like on it. Okay, so it's like, you know, it's the opposite of how you're feeling in the middle of the week, basically. There is somebody around you who is being a bit of a sulker. This person is driving you crazy. You can't be around this person for very much longer without kind of having your say, or telling them what you think. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Cups here, which is isolation emotionally. So sometimes we have to isolate ourselves from these people. Otherwise, we end up saying things that then upset them and then can get us into trouble. Okay, so It's going to be a bit of reuniting, I feel, at the end of the week. Reuniting with somebody that you love, somebody that you really care about. That person is coming back into your life. That person is getting back in touch, or that person's energy is coming back in. So it could be somebody mentions them, and you know that that person is thinking of you at the same time as you thinking of them. There is some links with overseas and abroad, okay, going on also with you. And it's like a feeling of, I've got to look after myself, I've got to make sure that I am protected and that I am well and that everything is good. Not because anything bad's happening, but it's to do with your inner child. Your inner child needs to feel more secure, needs to know that you're kind of on the ball regarding, you know, how life is going to be, you know, what could happen, and the fact that you've already seen it, and that you can counteract it with a good energy. So it's always thinking ahead and plans. So there you go. That's what I see for Leos. Alice Mouse said rug burns. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's not.
I saw it,
either.
but you were reading. Otherwise, I would have shouted it out.
So we're going to go to Sagittarius now.
Oh, I thought I was throwing a mug down, but my pen fell in my mug.
Oh, oh dear.
It was like, because that's Benji's mug.
Oops. Oh.
But it was only something falling into it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so over to you then.
Yes. So my predictions for Sagittarius for the upcoming week from the 21st through to the 26th of February 2022. What do we have for a prediction? That's too much, guys. Cannot do that because we keep on shuffling. Sagittarius for the upcoming week. And again, 3 stuck together. Okay. Oh, that's also very interesting week for Sagittarius. The first card that comes out, and it has, and I don't know the name, but that's okay. Beautiful bird in the front. And it says, stand still, stand still. But you can see that as you either stand still, you feel you're standing still, or just stand still and watch the beauty. And watch how stand still, how the universe can provide for you, your inner needs, your energy levels, anything. Because when this type of bird, and I honestly don't know the name of it in English, stand still so they can catch their fish. And if they move, their opportunity to feed themselves is gone. They have to wait for the next, probably move around to the next spot because they have shown where they are hunting. So be aware of that. Don't be afraid to just stand still and watch your surrounding. Look at nature, or if you cannot go to nature and you're in a big city, just stand still and watch. Watch the beauty. Try to see the beautiful difference in energies people are walking around. You see them like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I feel you can send them without them sending it to you so it stays out of you. Just send them some love. Just let them know they are loved, that the universe loved them. They'll probably maybe not notice. They may be like, what am I feeling? But you're still, even though they don't know or they're not into that, they feel a little better. So just watch what happens around you and let it happen. Towards the middle of the week, it asks you, the sacred destinies ask you to taking risks. And if you put that on top of the story I just told, just watch your surroundings. And if that's in the city, watching people. And maybe by taking risks and just talk to one person that is feeling down, just tell them how beautiful they are. Just share a little bit of your beauty, your light, let them shine. And they might surprise you. They might be all of a sudden start talking you. But that's where, or even in nature, when you stand still in nature, you might see way more wildlife. And for that to see that the animals will walk or just pass by can be so beautiful. And yeah, of course, some predators you have to be careful with, but taking a risk from a distance, from a safe distance, and just let the animal know you respect them from your heart and whisper in yourself, I respect who you are. That's towards the middle of the week, because that's all these little steps. Maybe they are huge steps. For some, it's little, for some others are huge. Is leading you to a very big personal inner transformation. Because besides that, you are spreading your wings, you're also nursing that beautiful butterfly. And yeah, just feel the love, spread the love. That's what I got for Sagittarius for the upcoming week. Skid marks, burn marks, mouse.
I've just tried to change the settings on this and it's even worse. I should be banned from technology. Greg,
Is it too fast or too slow?
Get over here, please, because I can't do these things.
Yes, you can. Is it too fast or too slow?
I don't know. I have no idea whether to put. I slowed it down, but that's even worse. So obviously I've got to speed it up then, haven't I? I'll do it in the next.
If you have to move all the way across your desk to get it to the other side, it's too slow.
Okay. It needs to be on a piece of paper, or I need a mouse mat is what I need, because you know it's fine on a piece of paper, it's no problem. Anyway, there was a question that came up here from Mad Max. He said, question, I've had a number all of my life, 33, motocross number, football number, and now it's appearing everywhere in my life. Is there something to do with that? So funny enough, I was going through my paperwork, so I'm transferring stuff from my computer over here, and it basically it's a master number. So yeah, it does have a lot of significance, and I've got it written here, what it is. So 33, if you keep getting 33, number 33 is an embodiment of pure love and light. In numerology, it is also known as a master teacher because it has a profound responsibility of guiding others on their path of healing and enlightenment. This master number has been trusted by the universe to take on this very important role, and it is entirely devoted to the task. There are few places in a person's numerology that the 33 may appear. The 33 life path is especially rare. People with 33s in their chart rarely relate deeply to the heart and the soul, both theirs and others. Throughout a life of heartache and hardship, they learn how to handle struggle with grace and to be an example of hope and healing for others. While the first-hand experiences can feel tragic, this is the path of developing the compassion needed to support and advise others on their spiritual journey. 33 people are not meant to simply communicate their experiences and be there when others need them. They're meant to radiate the concept of love and the healing of everything they do. So there you go. There's more to it, but just thought I'd share that because I literally had printed that out today.
And Sherry, her dad, drove motocross and his number was 66.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Mad Max says, holy smokes, you just described me.
33 doubles magnifies that message. Yeah. Started a period at my life point at ego and death. Now it makes sense. Yeah. A song triggered it. Feel free to play it on YouTube. Billy Strings. Home. What? How do you pronounce that? Hoime. Has 33 tattooed on his forearm.
If I would split it up in 2 words, it would say hoi me. Hoi me. Hoi, H-O-I. That's Dutch for hoi. Hi.
He's 33 tattooed on his forearm, and it has been repeating ever since. I command everyone to listen. I recommend everyone to listen to it. Yeah. Good. Yay. Okay. So we're doing Sagittarius then. Let's have a look. See what's going on with Sagittarius. Okay. Okay, that's tuned in. Okay, we start the beginning of the week with a lot of new connections. You know, when you kind of meet people and you know it's for a special reason, we've got the 2 of Cups. So that's meeting of, you know, that person can be coming into your life with a relationship energy, as in a romantic energy, or it could be a friendship. It could be a new development within your existing relationship, like commitment or that sort of thing would also come up with the 2. But it would mean that you have sent the signal out that you want more, that you're after something deeper, okay, to do with kind of love connections. We've got a little bit of secrecy going on around you. So a feeling of not really wanting other people to know too much, but then wanting to shout it from the rooftops as well. So, you know, it's kind of like it's got to be secret. We've got to keep it quiet. But, oh, my God, I really want to tell everyone. So it's going to be a little bit of mixed kind of feelings on that. When we move into the middle of the week for Sagittarians. Okay, so we've got a lovely card. We've got the 10 of Pentacles, which means financial security. Okay, financial security is around you, and that means that you are manifesting it. So whatever you've been doing and thinking about to do with money, carry on doing it because it's on its way. So, you know, if you have been, you know, before that, you was in a kind of a slump energy and lethargic and you couldn't be bothered with this, couldn't be bothered with that, you're bringing that energy to you, and then all of a sudden you switch it and change it, and it starts to bring about these kind of little windfalls and, you know, money coming towards you and opportunities. Okay, so yeah, I feel that there is a character around you, guys, who is very funny. I'm seeing the sense of humor. It's bringing out your sense of humor. This person knows themselves very well, so they can take the mickey out of themselves. When I said take the mickey, Greg didn't know what I meant, so let's think of it. We're not allowed to swear on here. Taking the pee. So yeah, banter. Okay, that sort of thing. So yeah, they like to banter. They like everybody to be happy. They sometimes don't want people to get too serious because they are. It's like they're feeling as though that they need to always be happy and always be cheerful. And sometimes, you know, people actually want to see a deeper side to them. Burning my bum on my iPad, sorry. Sometimes that is not always, you know, easy to be around, because sometimes we all feel as if we want to kind of slow down and kind of relax a bit. And when you've got somebody who's acting like Tigger, you know, Winnie the Pooh's Tigger, bouncing everywhere and kind of causing disruption, sometimes it's like, it's great for them to be around, but they're going yet, you know. Okay, so the end of the week for Sagittarians. Okay, so there's going to be some talk about travel or moving. Okay, travel or moving. And I feel that the psychic ability energy is getting very, very strong. Okay, also around you guys. So that means if you're already psychic, that would mean that you're getting more psychic, that there is more energy, okay, coming through. You know, that you're noticing. So I'm getting my charger for my phone's dying, and that's how I'm reading your messages. Yeah, so it's like, you know, there's talk about travel, there's talk about plans to travel, maybe. It's kind of that travel can be actually, for some people, it might be moving, and for other people, it might be, yeah, for other people, it might just be kind of moving home. Just what I mean? It's definitely a movement card, you know, the Chariot, when you get the Chariot. It's like racing up, and it's like, am I going to go in this direction or this direction sometimes as well with the Chariot? You've got to decide. You've got to decide. Now, there seems to be a bit of a spend out, like lots of money being spent out at the end of the week, or things costing more money than you realised, or, you know, you're just going to have to kind of tighten your belt a little bit to do with money, okay, by the end of the week. The Hierophant indicates also spiritual teaching. So don't be surprised if you're not teaching other people what you already know spiritually or psychically, or maybe someone else is teaching you something, or both. You know, I think whenever anybody enters a psychic development group or any sort of teaching program, there's always something that you will teach. And sometimes we teach through the questions that we ask. So don't be surprised if you're not going to be, you know, one of these people that open people's minds up, especially at the end of the week, thinking outside the box, thinking a little bit differently. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see for Sagittarius. So what have we got here? One thing about Tiggers. Yeah, wonderful thing about Tiggers. Tiggers, the wonderful things. I listened to that song. It's amazing. Absolutely love string instruments. Ah, so everyone's listening to that music now. It's a shame you can't play it on here because you get copyright, don't you? It's not so good.
Well, probably. Okay. Or you have to wait for it. That you don't own the right copyright.
Yeah. So we're doing Aries now. So this is you, isn't it, Aries?
That's me.
I'm Sagittarius. That was me. Well, I'm Pisces, but I've got Sagittarius moon. Yeah.
I always have to look it up.
Oh, that's not saying it. Okay, over to you, lovely Dara.
These are the prediction for Aries from the Sacred Destinies. So that about the destiny that's what meant for you to go in. And that's my prediction for Aries for the 21st through to the 26th of February of 2022. So let's see what they have for the upcoming week. Ain't that funny? That's the third time 3 cards come out straight away. and I'm compelled to put it in this direction. So Aries, and I'm laughing because it feels where I am at. At the beginning of the week, this card came out with a beautiful horse, unicorn horse. Nope, that's, yep, it's the unicorn. And it says gateway. So I feel that a lot of people, a lot of Aries are in front of a gateway, something new that there are things they've been planning for a long time. And they're standing in front of that gateway. And yeah, a little bit impatient, but still waiting till that gateway is getting opened completely wide, not white. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I just mispronounce it. And when that gateway opens, you're gonna gallop full speed through that gateway. Because, yeah, you gotta take that chance the minute it opens up. And towards the middle of the week, I got the card that's embracing. And again, you see here a beautiful bird standing at the waterside, standing still. But when you embrace the silence, and that can happen, it can be very loud. You know, you gotta take that next step. So your thoughts are going everywhere. But when you go through that gateway, it goes silent. It goes peaceful, beautiful. Well, I think this is where the sun goes down, and it's just beautiful. Embrace that silence, because all the worry, all the things, all the thoughts are finally silencing down, because you stepped through that gateway when it opened, which is a really big, can be a really big jump, but it will be so peaceful afterwards, so quiet. Take in the nature, just breathe it in, because towards the end of the week, and I just hear a lot of bells ringing, because they're saying towards the end of the week, it's all about, and I usually, I don't feel to say always like it's all about, but at this time it really feels like this is going to be all about the new beginnings. The sun is coming up. You see the beautiful sun, the rays of the sun shine on the mountain as if it's on fire. But what is really on fire with the new beginnings is that your heart opened up completely, and you just about can do whatever you want, because you have the whole world, or at least that day, right in front of you. But I feel it's the whole world that's opening up for you. And that's what I got for Aries for the upcoming week.
I've changed my mouse to a Wi-Fi wireless one. I got sick of it. I did it both ways. It was like
some of the mice just don't work the way they should.
It's a cheap one, basically.
Yeah.
It's a cheap one that came with the computer. So
you're getting a tech whiz. You just hooked it up and it's working.
Yeah. Just plug in and go, isn't it? It's quite easy.
Yay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that Vera is going to be starting up doing her lives, doing her astrology. Okay, so she's going to be starting up. So please, I'm asking you to follow her, okay, and subscribe to her channel as well. What's your channel called?
Raven Rising Woolstar.
Okay.
I'll put it in.
So please subscribe over there. She's going to be doing some free readings, and also she's going to be offering some readings, paid readings as well. So yeah, if you can, that would be amazing to support Vera, because she's come on here and out of her own time, and she's done the readings on here, so it's good that she's got her own channel. She's going to be doing more there, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm planning to do the predictions, say astrology predictions my way, and that's gonna be on YouTube. But the live readings I will be doing on Facebook Live.
Exciting. She's nervous about it, so send lots of love over to Vera. It is nerve-wracking. I remember what it was like with me.
I'll probably do the first one hidden, and when I like it, I will open it up.
Oh.
Well, you never know when you do that on your own. It can be past experience, what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to get it out of my path. This past experiences that when I try to do my thing, get my info out, I just said like, so that's a bit scary.
I know it is scary, and I remember with me as well. Yeah, I do remember it very well. Okay, so for Aries, okay, beginning of the week for Aries, we've got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is like everything is upside down, everything is waiting and pending. Okay, but you won't have to wait very long. Okay, so Aries, just after that, when you think, oh, nothing's changed and everything's waiting and nothing's going to happen, and then all of a sudden along comes that leap of faith, that kind of saying, I'm going to do this, I'm doing it out of love, but also this is something that I want to be become an income. Okay, you've got the chest here, and you've also got the cups there representing the love. So it's like doing something with luck. Okay, doing something with love, doing something with intention, and putting it out there for the right reasons. And that will always pay off. So I do feel that there's going to be an international following for you, Vera, as well. Okay, we've got the Two of Wands, and there's a globe there. Okay, this is the Light Seers Tarot. So you can see the globe there. So there's going to be a global energy. Okay, so it could be that you end up needing to go online at different hours of the day, just what I mean, and do different things at different hours of the day. So I do feel that you will love it so much that you'll do it a lot. Okay, so I feel that that will be something that you will literally dive into. Okay, and that will bring about some money. Okay, some money for you. So financial security is on its way. We can all do with a little bit of that. So yeah, that's what I see at the beginning of the week. By the middle of the week, you're having a bit of a clear out, getting rid of things that you don't need anymore. So it's like getting prepared. So this could be anything from if you're decorating, this would be the preparation to decorating. If you are wanting a new piece of furniture, then you are sorting out the drawers or the cupboards, or moving things around, so that it's all in preparation for when that comes. Yeah, I see several people getting new items of furniture. Okay, I'm seeing different furniture coming. Okay, I'm also seeing someone else who's saying, I'm going to start jogging, or I'm going to do this. Or yeah, it's just something to do with kind of keep fit and things, and it's totally outside of their comfort zone. That's what I see. You're going to be making some emotional decisions and choices as well, Aries. You know, and this is over kind of people in your life and how you feel about them. And there's some people in your life that you feel are, you know, they may not be your cup of tea anymore. And I know this sounds awful, but sometimes in life, you know, we grow out of friendships, or we grow out of that energy with that person, and it's okay, and it's perfectly okay. We all do it, okay? And you know, and you'll find new people. New people will kind of just magnetize towards you, and you know, and the people that you have, you know, drifted away from, they'll find their own people as well, because it is a shame that there is a division going on, but at the same time, you know, we are having to follow our heart, follow our dreams, and do what's right for us. I do think this will all be a changed thing, that this won't always stay the same. There's going to be a lot of changes happening. I'm going to do some global predictions at the end of this, so but they're already telling me what I need to say regarding that. So, and it is about kind of the, you know, the division energy. Okay. So by the end of this next week, mischievous behavior is going to happen. So cheekiness, letting that inner child out, doing things that are going to shock people and yourself. You know, and for one person's kind of cheekiness can be another person's everyday kind of life. So whatever it is to you, okay, this is what's happening. And that will give you that kind of right energy to launch a financial project or a new business, or, you know, start something that is linked with money, or, you know, an opportunity. Okay. And with all that careful kind of energy that's gone in along, so you've done all the prep work, you see here at the middle of the week. So by the end of the week, you're ready to just give it that one last push of energy, and you'll see it starting to take root and starting to show signs of actual reward, okay, by the end of the week. So there you go. Aries, isn't it? Okay, Aries, that's you, isn't it, Vera?
And I had to hold my laugh. Wah, 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 wah. Mad Max, if you're a duck, quack proudly. You got this.
Yeah. Yes, we have Donna Rose. We've done Leo. It was the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, girl.
What is your sun, moon, and rising, though? So we might not have done those yet. Okay. So what did we say? So Earth signs now, isn't it? Okay. I'll leave you with lovely Vera.
Okay, yes. I got a little mixed up in getting the cards up. Okay, the predictions for next week for Taurus from the 21st till the 26th of February 2022. Let's see what we have for Taurus from the sacred destiny. So that can be something some people don't still know. Oh, that wanted. Know about what they really want. Or it just can give you a little confirmation. Oh yeah, that's some, oh, that wanted out too. I'm talking. A little something you just needed to. What? Okay. Okay. Sometimes they just scream, we want both. So at the end of the week, I have 2 cards. The beginning of the week for Taurus. That the first card is going this way. about pleasure. And few beautiful steps, stone steps, you take forward. Every time you move your foot forward, it's just a little step higher, where a deer is waiting, and you know they are gentle, they can defend themselves, but you're gonna walk through that gate that's up there, and you can see how much light and how much beauty, even the path towards it. And just thinking about that movement forward brings you great pleasure. Towards the middle of the week, because when you feel really happy, you are also more open to start sharing your wisdom. And you see a beautiful mermaid that have a beautiful, elegant way of swimming. They know where to go. They feel, and they use, in a way, they use their body as a compass needle. And when you do that, you actually tapping to your inner wisdom. I've experienced it in myself once. I was looking for a doggy that was missing, and I was so feeling that doggy where it could be. It had a totally different outcome, but that's not important now. And I walked around, and my body pointed me in the direction, but yeah, the path is not straight. And if I wouldn't have been pushing my body towards the path I was walking, I would have sometimes had to walk backwards, because my body told me you have to go in that direction. And there was hardly, I couldn't turn it around. It was literally like my body was pointing in that direction. If I tried to move, it literally sprung back. And that's something, when you use that for your wisdom, just let them guide you. Let them guide you, because you have so much inner wisdom. There are no words for it. When you allow your body, your system lead you, your inner wisdom, you can go anywhere where you need to go. It will guide you. It will tell you. It will bring you there. And in the end of the week, and I'm going to put them next to each other, and these two, they are connected towards the end of the week. Because when you allow the universe to steer you, and your body will know, your mind will know, when you allow it, it will lead you to abundance and also purification. Like, you're going to see the most beautiful, pure things. You're walking on a green field and there's one flower. And that one flower will give you the feeling of it's extremely abundant, that you're extremely rich, that you were allowed to see that one beautiful flower standing bright, taking in the sun rays. And you're going to feel so pure. And yeah, that's what I got for Taurus for upcoming week.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Oh. You're going to do amazing on your live. You will.
I'm trying to pretend I'm doing it already.
Yeah.
Together with you, but then I'm...
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so so what I see for Taurus, let's turn that around a bit. That's it. So Taurus energy, the beginning of the week, I see we've got the endings and beginnings. Okay, endings, beginnings. It's like as some things are finishing off and moving into the past, we then have new things opening up and starting. Okay, and sometimes we have to grieve sometimes for the things that we have not got anymore. Okay, so it may feel uncomfortable. It may feel as though you don't like that feeling. Does that make sense of having this big change happening? Emotionally, you might go in your shell a little bit. You know, you might kind of enter into this seclusion. But what's going to be happening after that is we have this strong energy of this new project starting up, this new beginning starting, that is going to take you take all your time and energy, and you're then not going to be so worried about, you know, all of the changes that have happened. So but I would say for a couple of days you're going to be feeling at a loss, okay, of what to do next. You know, this is not normal, this feeling. So the middle of the week, you'd have got accomplished quite a lot of wisdom by this time, because if you're kind of pulling away feelings, you know, of not going where you need to go, not doing what you would normally do, you've had time to go within. You've had time to reestablish, you know, your thoughts. What makes you happy? What do you need? What do you want? What are you going to do next? Okay, so with all of that, you know, you can come out of this in being a stronger person and being, you know, more kind of in control, I would say, of yourself and your future. I can see a feeling of being fed up about a person who is, it's like they had lots of opportunities to show you how they felt, but it's like whenever they feel as if it is then, you know, under threat, it's at that particular time that they then come forward and tell you how much they appreciate you. It's like, why couldn't you do this, you know, in the friendship or in the relationship? You know, it's only taken me to really have to get upset and cross, you know, and for me to go through anxiety for you to actually admit how you feel. So that's going to be a little bit disappointing there. So by the end, we've got here, okay, so the end, we have the magician, and the magician says that everything is going to work out perfectly. Everything is going in the right direction. Everything is good. Your guides are right behind you. They are showing you the way. There's a lot of, how can I put it, coincidences, coinkydinks around you, okay, that you need to kind of be prepared for. Look out for them. You know, don't dismiss things as just being one of those things. You know, spirit guides are working so hard in the background, and sometimes we see things on our travels. You know, we might be walking up a, you know, in a train, and somebody's reading a book, and on the book it said something about, I don't know, pyramids, for instance, and you dismiss it, and then you kind of get home and there's a documentary on about pyramids, and then the next thing there's another thing saying tickets at half price to Egypt or something. And it's like, I've always wanted to go to Egypt. Obviously the universe feels it's the right time for me now, because they've shown you signs. You see, it could be that they've even given you the exact amount of money that it would cost to get the ticket earlier. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for the coincidences. Okay, a lot of feeling of being alone or isolated to do with money. Okay, but keep thinking ahead, keep processing, keep on the ball with it. If you know that you've got a busy month ahead, then start thinking about ways of bringing in that extra money. My daughter started buying buying and selling on that Vinted app. So, you know, that sometimes is a way of selling furniture or household objects or books or all sorts of things. And she's put that into a jar, and she only uses that to get more clothes. You know, if she's sold clothes, then she buys more clothes. So it's just a thought that's just come to me, wanting to put it out there. So sometimes there are ways of getting that extra money in that you feel that you need. Okay, so yeah, launch yourself, I feel, this week. It's going to be a good week for you to be starting new projects. Okay, believe in yourself. Okay, so there you go, Taurians.
Hi.
Hello. What they say, the chat. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you. And hello. So yes, Vera, you will. It's like you were reading those cards directly to me. It does feel like that. I've had that a lot when people think when they're listening to their readings. It does feel as if that you're doing the reading for that person, and we are. That is our intention. That whoever listens to this reading will receive that message for them. Lots of coincidences happening around Sherry as well. Sorry, Vera?
That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get so much info and
You're like, just slow it down.
like that temper tantrum. I try to squeeze it in one word.
Yeah. I think you do marvelously with our language.
Yeah, for those that don't know, I'm Dutch.
Yeah.
I'm born Dutch, taught Dutch, and still English feels more like my home language.
Yeah.
Hello, Marejo.
Okay, so over to you then, Vera.
Yes. So let's shuffle the cards. Let's see what the cards have in store for the predictions for Virgo for next week on the from the 21st through to the 26th of February 2022. That one almost wanted to fold. Oh, I love that when synchronicity comes, because for Virgo I pulled just the same card for the beginning of the week for one of the other signs. That one wanted out. And just one more for the end of the week. No, you don't. Okay, again. Oh, that's funny. Again, the end of the week, I have two cards that wanted to out together. So, like I had with Taurus, the beginning of the week, it's gonna be like a gateway. And this time it feels a little different. It's something you've been waiting for to open up for you. And in the beginning, you were like more like a bit like, yeah, I know there's a gateway I can go through that it can go better for me. But you're getting more and more excited. And like this beautiful unicorn horse, you're starting to be ready to enter through that gate that's opening up, because I see the door slowly open, and it feels like you've been going through this, like, oh my God, waiting, come on, open up. Slowly it opened up, then eventually it will slam right open in front of you. Wait for that opportunity. Well, yeah, maybe wait for that opportunity, because it could take a long time before that opportunity gets on your path again. Because when you get through that towards the middle of the week, you're gonna feel like all the miracles you've been waiting for in your life is just like those rainbows appearing out of nothing. And these are double rainbows, which means double luck, double miracles. And I hear the words, you're gonna shine with whatever you've planned to do. If that any type of new beginning or whatever, or that you just feel like my life is I finally broke free of all the stagnant energy of the past or past lives or whatever. Like that gateway, it went, oh my God, it went so slow. And all of a sudden, what? It's like you put some dynamite on those change and on the change, and it just opened up, psst, bum, gone. And towards the end of the week, Virgo, it's gonna feel like, in the first one, I feel you've been so patient, waiting. And I hear the word birthing your baby, and that baby can be work, it can be maybe even papers or your classes, developing or healing. All of a sudden, that baby is right there. And it brings you great abundance, beautiful flowers, meadows. And yeah, I think that's where you're going. And allow it. Don't be afraid of it. Just allow it. Accept it, because it's on your path. It's in your sacred destiny, not your sacred contract, but your sacred destiny. It will happen. That abundance will come. So that's what I got for Virgo.
Thank you.
Crazy talking baby, and it is not actual real baby.
Some people it might be.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because it's for multiple
Animals,
people, isn't
even
it?
from
these
animals. It can be even from a pet.
Yeah. Yep. And all babies. Okay.
Yes.
So let's have a look for Virgos. What's going on with you this week? We've got any Virgos out there? Beginning of the week starts off with the Fool. And the Fool is basically saying, I'm going to trust. I don't know why. I'm just going to go with my gut feeling. I'm just going to take that chance because it keeps feeling that's the right thing to do. And I feel for some of you, that will be to do with a job. For others of you, it will be to do with a relationship and decisions over a relationship. Okay. But that trust card is not going to let you down. Okay. It's like, I would say to people, if they can't make a decision or if they feel as if they should be making a decision, I always say to people, unless it's in neon lights, it's not worth it, because you're going to end up going back on your decision because you wasn't quite ready, to make that break or to do that certain thing that you wanted to do. Yeah. So, but with the Fool card, when that comes up, it's like trust in the energy. Okay, trust. Okay, so you've got that, those two cards very similar. Look at those. Okay, they're both kind of taking that leap, following that inner child, being childlike, maybe making decisions that maybe aren't the most sensible decision, but they feel absolutely right, and the universe will catch your Fool. It might not be straight away, but the universe will bring you what it is that you want. Just make sure that when you make that decision and you take that leap of faith, that you then kind of stand by it and don't back down. Don't start thinking to yourself, oh, I've done the wrong thing. Okay. So we've got the triumphant card, the success card here. Okay, it's like, let's have a party. You know, this is really good news. Now you're still in this kind of like blind trust energy, where you don't actually know what's happening or what's going to happen with your life, with this situation. Okay, but you just have to kind of go with that energy. You then, the middle of the week starts off with the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is about the balance. It's also about trying to please people, weighing up the pros and the cons of something, maybe writing that list, you know, well, this is the good points, this is the not good points, you know, of a situation, and you having to stand by that, okay, and be practical. Sometimes we have to be practical. So you've taken the leap of faith, which is all to do with your gut feeling, and then might settle down, and then you have to go into that, okay, now I've made that big decision, I've made that big choice, you know, it's no good worrying about it. It's no good worrying about it. You've done it. Okay. And this new kind of energy is then going to emerge itself. And look at that card that comes out of that. A feeling of balance linked with family, linked with your friends and family, your relationships, you know. So it could be that whatever you were doing was making you sad. And that sadness was coming home and affecting your friendships, affecting your family, affecting, you know, your life in general. And you're finding that everything is so much easier, so much happier now. You've planted enough seeds in the past to know how to make money. You know how to use your skills to gain what it is that you need to gain. Okay, and what to do about it. So it is saying that just go back into the past and see what actually has emerged, what has come up, what have you always wanted to do. And sometimes it's about monetizing, you know, that business idea that you've had, you know, that hobby that you're doing, you can monetize it. There's a lot of people on YouTube now who have done exactly that. So it's like you are saying, you know, you love, I mean, for instance, I like doing my resin, okay, and I didn't know how to do resin. I had no idea at all. So what happened was that I then went to YouTube and said resin tutorials. These people are having hundreds of thousands of views on these videos. It's like, and subscribers and things. They are making a decent living just by videoing what they love to do. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Just what I mean. So if you're making decisions about being miserable at work, sometimes there is an idea, does that make sense, that comes to you that you're like, why don't I try that? Obviously, the more sensible way to do it is to carry on doing what you're doing, but do this in addition to. Does that make sense? So that it can grow slowly, slowly, slowly. And then once that is big, then you can then make a decision. But I feel as if there's going to be some sudden decisions. For some of you, it won't be about work at all. It'll be about relationships, emotions. It'll be about, you know, a friendship that has been kind of really getting you down. Sometimes it will be about, you know, a romantic relationship. So, okay, so by the end of the week, let's have a look. So the end of the week, you've got the High Priestess, which basically is, look at that knowledge and wisdom that's coming through. That is going to be very, very strong. So it's like your guides are talking directly to you in your mindset, you know. So if you don't know how to do that, then maybe get a pen and paper and start writing. So if I was doing it, Dear Ali, and then start to write. You know, what you're doing is you're making it right. You're starting the flow of the writing of the letter, but then other things take over, and that's your guides trying to talk to you. Okay, so So yeah, you're kind of really rethinking things. The King of Cups is all about putting a hard front on and trying to act tougher than you are, because sometimes it's not easy to always. It's like there is an idea of fake it till you make it, isn't there? But sometimes it's about keeping that balance as well and the realness. But look, you've got 2 10 cards, in both kind of the cups and the pentacles. And look how wonderful that is. Just, I mean, that is like, happiness. Okay. Everything is in abundance. And that is everything is in abundance and balanced in the financial side of things as well. So you're going to be feeling rich in multiple ways. Okay. Virgo. So very good week coming up for you guys. So there you go. It's Capricorn now.
Yes,
Thanks, Vera.
because I already had put it up. I had to wait till the end.
Yeah. All right, over to you.
So, predictions for the upcoming week for Capricorn from the 21st till the 26th of February 2022. Let's see what they have in store. The Sacred Destiny. That first card once out. Oh, a lot of wisdom cards today about knowledge. That one wants out. Ooh. And that one. Okay. I had to ask if it was there. Okay, for Capricorn for the upcoming week. And the first thing I hear, you have a lot of this. You might doubt it. Maybe you think I'm not there yet. I don't know much. Well, towards the beginning of the week, the universe asks you to believe you have a lot of wisdom. And I hear the word. I hear also they say it's been snowed under by people that, well, yeah, sometimes people find us floaty because we think way faster than them. We have different ideas, different views. They haven't been listening because it was, well, they cannot comprehend. But to the beginning of the week, you're just going to say, sod it. I have the wisdom. And you're going to be swimming with that, with grace. You're just going to, because this is all about finding your tribe. And when you find your tribe, instead of, oh my God, looking forward, how do I have, and then you express yourself and they say, well, I don't get it. I don't see it. And you then feel insecure. But there's going to be, I feel there's going to be a really big breakthrough for those that are still insecure about their wisdom and abilities, I hear. But you're going to feel like you're that mermaid in a big ocean. You know where to go. You know you got the knowledge. You know you can do this. And when you break through to that moment and you think, oh, sod it, it's going to be, you're going to feel like a beautiful swan floating gracefully over the water, looking around. And anyone that, because you know, swans can be feisty when they defend themselves or their family. You don't want to mess with a swan. And still they're very graceful in what they do. But then it feels that stillness. No more that nagging feeling. Can I do this? Do I? do I know this? Can I project that wisdom to the people that need to hear it? And then towards the end of the week, and that's all about the Zodit, you're going to take the risk. You're going to really be taking a risk. And I didn't see that on the other card because that wasn't important, because you're going to be flying like that eagle, looking from the sky down below with a grin on your face, saying, I told you so. I got a different view on all the things you think is true, while they are not true. So that's what I got for Capricorn for the next week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Have we got any Capricorns out there? Any Capricorns watching at the moment? Okay, so can I just quickly ask, I'm praying for you guys, if you can share this video, and please on your video ask people to share it, because we've got to get past this shadow banning somehow. But they are really, really affecting me and Greg's, you know, trying to get it out there. It's really hard. Okay, so
I can tell you why. It's something similar. I've experienced, there was a pup was stolen. They could see it on the camera. That pup was stolen away from the family.
wow.
And they went crazy, and all we could do, share like crazy. And finally, they found that pup in Luxembourg, and someone that was going to buy it thought, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
But bought the pup, drove to a vet clinic, scanned the pup, and the owners were able to pick him up 4 days after being stolen.
Yeah. Wow.
So the only way to get past any shadow banning is bombard them with sharing.
Yeah.
Because then they cannot, they can try, but
Yeah.
it goes out.
Yeah. So I thank you in advance. If anybody's watching this and can share it, that'd be great. Just to recap, I've got Thursday the 24th of February is my Patreon video link. So we pull cards for each other and we have a bit of a chat. So if you're wondering about Patreon and you wanted to join in, you can go to patreon.com/Psychically. So I've got different tiers offering different things, from mystery gifts that get sent out to you to once a month, a monthly reading that is a voice recorded reading.
Good day, Donna Rose. Have a beautiful night.
Okay, take care. Take care. Yeah, so there's all sorts on there. If anybody would like to join and support my work and also get something back, you can go to their Patreon. Greg's also got Patreon as well. So his site, patreon.com/ and it's in 5D. So yeah, we've got the beginning of the week for Capricorns. Capricorns, we've got this kind of like knowledge again. And look at these two cards. They are just amazingly telling you to follow your psychic senses. If something feels right to you, go for it. If something doesn't feel right, then don't do it. Okay, follow those kind of signs. I mean, look, you've got this kind of knowledge area here. Okay, it's like you're getting this inner wisdom straight through from, you know, your higher sources. You know, sometimes galactic energies, the wise ones, are also communicating with us and helping us. And this is like the pineal gland is kind of like going, kapow. So yeah, it's really, really getting strong. So if you're wanting to develop your psychic side, then now's the time, really. Capricorns, it's going to be the right time for you, because this is also, we've got the finding your divine, finding that kind of right balance, the divine feminine, okay, and being in balance and harmony. There's somebody in contemplation, and I feel that, you know, when you're in deep thought and you've got no radio on or telly, you're just kind of staring off into time, if you like, in your mind. You're just going into it, but you're getting kind of like information downloads, okay? And the only way sometimes that they can communicate with us is in those quiet times, and sometimes those private times that you wish that they wouldn't, okay? So that's when you're in the bathroom usually. So it's in your bath or in the shower or on the toilet, okay? This is how communication starts with them, because you've got no other distractions, okay? And they're able to communicate all the time. You've got the radio on, the telly, you've got kind of pets jumping all over you, or you've got this and that. Your mind is distracted. So give them some space and time to communicate with you, and for you to communicate with them, and they can really help you. We forget this, there's a team of helpers there in the spirit world who, you know, they're just itching to kind of say, come on guys, we'll help you, you know, we just can't do it unless you ask us, because they're not able to interfere in this lifetime, but they are able to help us. So don't forget to ask your guides, ask your loved ones, hey guys, can you find me a parking space? Hey guys, can you do this for me? I've got a big bill, it's £200, but if you can give me 300, that would make me be able to pay my bill, plus it will give me a bit of extra money for getting some shopping, or yeah, so just ask them and let the universe give it to you. Let the universe bring it to you. I've just had a message from the universe as well, telling me, you know, what I've got to do in order to get what I need. Okay, so it's funny, isn't it? So the middle of the week, you've got the star. Okay, so the star is about your dreams and wishes. Okay, it's basically about what it is that you feel that you want to do with your life. So it could be that you're on search for your life path. It could be that you're in search of that perfect partner. It could be that you're in you know, you want that dream job, or, you know, a career or a hobby to take root and maybe monetize that hobby. Either way, you're definitely concentrating on this, and it's going to become very much important to you, okay, enough for you to do something about it, for definite. There is a kind gesture for some of you. It might be romantic gesture coming to you around the middle of next week, okay? So this kind gesture is going to make you smile, is going to make you feel appreciated, okay? And you might be feeling as though, you know, it's about time, you know, that I was being shown some attention, or, you know, it is the right thing, okay? But it could be that you've not been given enough attention to maybe your partner or your friend or your you know, acquaintance at work or something. They've been kind to you. Maybe you need to show that appreciation back, okay? It's all to do with gratitude and not forgetting the kindness that comes your way. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing about the past. I'm hearing kind of conversations about, oh, do you remember when this happened, or do you remember this, or do you remember, you know, that funny moment? So I'm hearing lots of kind of nostalgia moments of conversations. You're going to be trying something completely new, something that you haven't ever done before. So there's going to be some definitely new experiences I'm seeing. By the end of the week, you have the world. Okay, so you can't get better than that, okay, to finish off the week, Capricorn. So the world card, everything is happening better than you could realize, better than you thought. Like I said, and I've said it in previous in previous kind of recordings here, I've said that I've never had such positive readings as I am at the moment in this year. 2022. It's like the happy ever after energy is all around you guys. It really is. So I know that something magical is going to be happening this year for sure, financially and emotionally. There's going to be more twin flame and soul connection relationships going to be happening. They're wanting that love energy vibration to go out there as much as possible. Okay, so more of that is happening. You know, the world card is better than you thought, better than you could have imagined. Okay, we've got the celebration or achievement triumphant card here. I've done it. I can't believe it. I've done it and I've achieved it. And everybody else has seen how much I've worked hard for this, and I've got the rewards coming back to me. So this lovely feeling of achievement here. You know, you've got a certificate or a rosette there to say just how hard you've done and what you've achieved. This is to do with friendships or relationships, partnerships, and it's all in harmony and balance and things going very well. There is a little bit of cynical going on. It's like, I love this card. It's got, and pigs might fly. So if I said to you that your perfect partner is on their way, a lot of you would say, yeah, right, okay, I've been wishing for that for a long time and I can't see that happening. What you're doing is you're putting an obstacle straight in the way of them bringing that person to you. Okay, you're literally putting a curveball in, and so you're delaying it. So, you know, be sarcastic and say my dream man or my dream woman is on her way or on his way. And it, you know, just be sarcastic. The universe doesn't understand sarcasm, only understands what you're actually saying. Okay, so this is where you have to kind of get that energy out there. So start saying, thank you, universe, for my brand new car. Thank you, universe, for my perfect job. Thank you for that great salary that I've just got. So yeah, it's like, start telling the universe to bring you things that that you need, but say it as if you already have it. Thank you for bringing it to me. That's really most appreciated. Thank you. And just keep saying that once a day whilst lighting a candle, and you'll be very surprised what actually comes up. So yeah.
Wait, I think I missed one. Or not. Virgo, Capricorn. So now we're going to do the
Air signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was right. I had stacked them in the order we agreed on.
Oh, I see. Okay, over to lovely Vera.
Yes, thank you. And I was just emotional because I did get a first donation on there.
Oh, that's lovely. Share that donation as well. Vera at the moment, I've got to say, is kind of living without any furniture because she had a very big mold problem. Not her fault. This is linked with the housing place that she was living in, and it literally swept through her entire place. So she's got no furniture. She's trying to live like that, and you know, she desperately does need a bit of help. So if anybody does have, you know, even if it's just enough money for a cup of coffee or tea, you know, if you were going out and you'd buy a coffee, just to give that little donation, that would be amazing. And I know Vera would appreciate it. So make sure you put your link to your, she's not using GoFundMe for obvious reasons. I think a lot of people are going to be steering away from GoFundMe after what they've done to the truckers. They've literally taken away from them millions.
You mean the link from the GoFund, the new one?
Yeah.
I'm on it. Hold on. Yep, got that one. That one. I can now put links in. And well, the good thing of this one is that it uses a different platform. So the money that comes in goes straight to that. And there, from there, it's sent through.
Okay.
So I collect the money and I make sure it goes to where it is.
Okay. Right, my lovely. It's Aquarius now, isn't it?
Yes, Aquarius. Oh, and I see I made a writing error. I gotta do it over just because of this. I misspelled it. There should be a C in between. Okay, won't change anything on the reading. So this is for Aquarius for the upcoming week from the 21st through to the 26th. So let's see what the cards have to say for Aquarius from the sacred destiny. So that can be that it is something you don't even know about. Okay. These came out. So at the beginning of the week, and I right away hear the words, you've been feeling you have not been able to move forward. But towards the beginning of the week, you can finally see that path that will enable you to move forward. Slow strides, small steps, but just getting your feet, one feet after another, even if it's only the length of your toe, that is a little bit more before the other one, you are moving forward. And because you've mostly been feeling like that top of that, just that dark feeling that I'm not sure what my destiny is. But all of a sudden you see that sun coming through the trees. And it may be that you don't even know where you're going, but at least you are taking those small steps. And for some, the bigger steps that will vary for everyone, that is moving you forward to the things you were meant to be doing. And when you do that, don't be shocked towards the middle of the week. Because when you've been in the same space all the time, just hiding in the trees, not, oh yeah, you might have had glances of that pathway. But when you start really moving forward, it might feel that you're going all of a sudden towards a huge chaos of healing. And it's like that tornado or that funnel of that pulling every single thing you do not want in your life, you don't need in your life, or it doesn't serve you anymore. It will be taken away with that tornado with so much force that you will probably feel like, OMG. And all that I can say and advise, dig those heels in the ground and make sure you are totally grounded. Because you know what it's, yeah, and it can be a lot of mess. But then this beautiful little bird comes out with the word delight. Because after a huge clearing, and that it feels everything is upside down, there are going to be fresh meadows. You're looking towards a bright future. Delight, you're feeling happy, you're loving what you're doing, all those type of things. So yeah, it might be a week for you, for Aquarius, about taking that leap of faith, getting out your comfort zone. And there's a big storm, which is almost all around the world at the moment. Everyone is experiencing big winds, big storms. And that's a way of Mother Earth clearing out all the debris, all the things, all the clutter that's no longer needed, that doesn't serve any purpose. And yeah, that only opens up to a beautiful, bright future. So yeah, be warned, it can go everywhere, but in the end, you're gonna feel really, really happy and pleased, because then you feel, I made it through. So, and I have to say, you got this. That's what I got for Aquarius. Oh no, I didn't spell it. I
That was
didn't.
amazing reading.
I did spell it right.
Yeah.
I had a little fling with my eyes, probably. I saw the C and a Q, but then written the way I've written the Q. So CQ. Maybe strange. But that maybe also be a sign that there's going to be a big week coming for Aquarius.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, looking at the cards here, I can see that. Yeah. So let's say hi. We've got Tamara, hello, and Sharon. So hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so starting off the beginning of the week for Aquarius. You've got the star. Okay, the star is all about your hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's about wishing for more, and it's your turn. It's your turn. You have been supporting other people in their lives, pushing them forward, giving them the encouragement to go and get what they want out of life. And you've been patiently waiting, waiting for your opportunity, and kept putting it back and saying, oh, it's, although I want to, it's not my time. I'm going to wait. So all of these things are going on. And I feel that this is going to be the time now is happening for you guys at the beginning of this next week. Okay, so I'm being told about a lot of friendship energy. Okay, I'm being told that there is, for some of you, I know, and I know this to be true for a lot of people, a lot of spiritual people. Sometimes our friendships, you have a lack of friends. I'm lucky to have lots of friends, but I know that some people choose not to in the spiritual field, because people don't live near them who are spiritual. The people that are around them are very kind of 3D energy. Okay, they've got 3D conversations and they're listening to the 3D TV and yes, doing the worry of everything that is being poured out of that TV, and so you find that you are happier on your own. But I will say that there are going to be some lovely friendships starting. People who are on your wavelength are going to be joining up with you. It could be that you join up with groups, and have that kind of energy with other people, and you've got this chance to enjoy it. Okay. There is a lot of hard work around at you, so don't be surprised if things are not very, very busy for you in the beginning of this week. It's like it's like appointments and letters and dealing with this and dealing with that. A lot of that kind of feeling is going on at the beginning of the week. I can see by the middle of the week, there is a complicated love life situation. Doesn't have to be yours. Sometimes for other people, it might be an emotional complication with family or friend. but it's where there's complications in these relationships that you sometimes go into your own shell and withdraw away, because once again, it's like you want the harmonious energy, you want the everybody getting on together, and you can't stand this kind of backbiting and squabbling energy. It's like, are we in the playground again? Didn't we have this at school, and I don't really want to do this anymore. So you're going to be kind of holding on to your energy and only giving it out to people that are balanced and who deserve it. So, and that is to do with your time, your energy, okay, who you spend time with, who you hang around with. There is a feeling also about having to balance things out, okay, to do with a financial matter. There is some heavy responsibility on your shoulders linking with this financial matter, and you're having to deal with that. That deal with it energy is going to be a little bit too much at times. But again, like I've said in I think it was the previous reading, that sometimes we have to think outside the box about how we can gain more money. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is selling things. Things that you've got in your wardrobe, things that you've got in your cupboards. How many handbags does any person need? How many shoes do we need? How many books do we never read? What is it that we need to kind of, it's like shedding. Okay, so I feel that is what's going to be going on, is being very proactive regarding finances, because it's like there's money that needs to be spent, and you haven't got it at this time. Or maybe you don't want to chip into savings. Maybe you want to find the money for this in a separate way. Okay, so at the end of the week, we've got the Harvest card, we've got the Empress, which is a good card because it's to do with getting what it is that you deserve after putting the effort in. Okay, it's the Empress. For some of you, it will be a pregnancy announcement. Okay, it's linked with babies. Okay. So the Justice card is about legal matters, legal or official matters, financially. Some people, it might be an emotional matter that is being discussed, but these two cards indicate it's got a very good outcome to it. Okay, so then we've got the taking that leap of faith and doing it anyway. It's like, what am I doing? Why have I said yes to this when that's the last thing I want to do? But sometimes in life, we catapult ourselves to that next level, okay, of achievement. And it's like our guides have spoken through us, okay. And it's like, my God, I didn't know that I was saying yes to that, but here I go. So there's no longer the obstacle there anymore. Once you kind of break down that barrier, you are then free and able to get what you want out of your life and your situation. We've got a link to leaping the face to do with money and to do with emotions, and maybe an emotional situation that has a financial decision linked with it. Okay, security, how secure you are, feeling as if I'm trapped and I want to get out of where I am and what I'm doing, but also knowing that it has to be the right time. And there has to be, it's like preparation and planning needs to happen. You've got the Two of Pentacles twice. Okay, so these both are, well, you've got the two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and both these twos are all about planning ahead, planning financially, and planning to do with your ambitions, pushing yourself forward, ready to go for that next level up. So there you go. My voice is going there. So there you go. That's what I see for you guys. And this is why I didn't want too many readings before I did this. I just wanted a couple. So because I know how my voice goes.
I'll massage it.
I'm going to have a hot drink.
That'll probably do it too.
All right.
So the predictions for Gemini for the upcoming week. let's see what we get from the Sacred Destiny for Gemini for the upcoming week from the 21st till the 26th of February. Okay. Sometimes they just want out together, but this time in the beginning. Oh. So I'm going to end this one once out. So for the Gemini, kick off with a double card that came out, which means they want to be together. And for Gemini, it's, you see the whale, a voyage. A whale travels around the world to better feeding grounds. So it could be you have a movement coming up, moving, but it can also be about clearing stuff in your home, getting things out that no longer are needed, or just too old, or just whatever. It's because when you clear, say if it's only about just doing the stuff in your house, it may bring you a lot of pleasure because you create a lot of space, and getting clutter out, which can also have to be done when you know there's a move coming, because that's usually also a reason to declutter, to throw out anything, because anything that's out of the house won't have to travel to a new place. But I feel more that this is about moving out old stuff in the house will also mean moving out old stagnant energy. Yeah, sometimes you're just about just planning, but somehow at the beginning of the week, I feel it's gonna kick off. You're gonna get energy from somewhere, and because you know when you get it done, it will bring you a lot of pleasure. The doing is usually a big drag because, oh my God, I gotta get through to it. But instead of looking at what you need to do, look at the things you have thrown out. Just look at that, what you say, oh, that's going, that's going, that's going, that's going. Cleaning up the things that you're gonna keep is step 2. First, get those things out that doesn't serve you. That can be also within your energy field. It could be you have been holding back too much energies of others in your system. And that voyage is literally about cleaning up all that stagnant energy that doesn't serve you, that is not yours, out of your system. You'll feel a lot more free. Because when that's getting done, or the process has been really kicked in, it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. You can, maybe it's even so that you can feel you can dance around in your own place because it's now cleared from your system, from your energy and stuff in your house. It feels like there's a lot of weight lifted, and instead of plowing through the water upstream, you're gonna make big strides because you jump over the water, dive in, jump up again, and feeling joy. And towards the end of the week, this is about truth. The truth for yourself. Tell yourself the truth. And maybe even tell those that do not want to hear. You've always been tiptoeing around. But yeah, why would you tiptoe around a person because you cannot tell them everything because they blow up or whatever? But when you go home or stop talking to the person, you feel heavy. You're weighed down. You're drained. And it's time to step in your own truth. You do not like to stay in the energy and take on the energy of that negative person. You don't have to. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got that right. Purging the old unnecessary. Because when you do that, you can literally stand in your own truth. And then also because you stand in your own truth, not old, but own truth, you will start meeting those that are thinking the same way like you. And that's what I got. And little thing, you see here the dark clouds, but that's going to be pushed out by this more lighter stuff. And it feels like, well, it feels like that's a doggy. That's a dog in the sky who's looking above. This can be represent a loved one or just a pet or many pets that is helping you clear those dark clouds because they want you to. They want you to be happy.
That's lovely.
That's
I saw
what
a face and a little doggy.
Yes.
Yeah. It's lovely. Oh, thank you, Vera.
You're welcome.
That's wonderful. Okay. So what do I see for Gemini? Okay, so the beginning of the week starts off with the Emperor and the Justice. So this is to do with getting justice from someone who has been dictating to you, or somebody who's been a little bit too harsh, trying to do, push you to do things you don't want to do, and you get the justice. So there may even be justice linking to Canada, and the Canadian truckers. So if you are watching mainstream media, you'll know nothing about it, but there's a massive thing going on at the moment with the truckers, and they are literally doing a freedom convoy to stop all of the mandates that have been going on in Canada. And yeah, they've kind of got to Ottawa, and they've literally stand still, so nobody can get about. But it's just to, get Trudeau to actually see sense. Okay, so it could be on a global. If I was reading these on a global level, I'd say that's what that means. But for you individually, Geminis, this can mean, somebody who's playing mind games, somebody who's playing games. They are trying to manipulate or get what it is that they want from you or the situation, and it has to be fair. You have to make sure that it is fair for you. Okay. So there is a lot of childish behavior as well going on, like throwing toys out their pram, they're not getting what they want, trying to get one over on people, okay, as well. There is going to be, it's like knowing a decision has to be made, but standing up for yourself, standing in your own truth, okay? And that's what came up in Vera's reading, wasn't it, as well? So yeah, it's weighing up the pros and the cons. It's weighing up, a financial decision. Should I do this, or should I carry on doing what I'm doing, even though it hasn't actually, made sense for me to carry on doing what I'm doing? It doesn't feel right, but I've carried on doing it because it's become habit, or you're scared to change what it is that you have been doing. But this is just saying, we're not doing it anymore. We've had enough. We're throwing We're throwing it in. We're throwing the towel in. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing your silly game anymore. So then in the middle of the week, we have the Hermit. And this is about the home, or going within yourself and gaining that wisdom that you need to get that balance. Everybody on this earth deserves to be happy, and to be happy in their jobs, in their relationships, and in life. That is what I feel is, it's like we spend a lot of time in work. So you have to enjoy it somehow. You have to, have a nice kind of feel. It might be a little bit boring, maybe you're in a job that's boring, but you get on really well with your friends and colleagues. And that basically means that, you can, you enjoy the job anyway. So yeah, I mean, there's all different ways of finding joy and happiness, but you do need to make sure that you've got it, okay, in your own life. So you're going to be having a spend up around the middle of the week, something to do with spending. There is also a strong feeling here of putting up boundaries and maybe setting those limitations on yourself before you spend too much money and then regret it later. It could be that you're having to kind of make contingency plans, maybe, to do with that financial matter. So they're showing me also a person who doesn't take anything seriously, and that could be yourself or it could be someone else. So maybe they are needing to take more control of their own life and to start kind of acting like an adult rather than a child, okay, especially around money and their work situations. By the end of the week, you've got the Star, which is to do with dreams, following your dreams. You have the Hanged Man, which means that it might not be the best time for you to maybe follow those dreams at this time. Maybe you're needing to kind of hang in there and wait. But when I look at the cards and I see the beginning of the week with a feeling of needing to get justice and following your dreams and everything, sometimes that can be a slow process, and we kind of need to maybe do it in a slow process would be best, because we do have the Temperance, which is about keeping that balance, making sure that everything is okay, maybe before you take that leap of faith. You're going to be very outspoken though, and I feel that there may even be some angry words around you, and a feeling of having to deal with this situation head on. It's like I can't wait anymore. It's like you've asked me my opinion and I'm going to give it to you, and then all this energy comes out and you think, oh dear, I didn't filter that. That person's got it from me, okay, and that might have been too much, or maybe I shouldn't have said what I said. Maybe I'm regretting it, so yeah, there's something about kind of dealing with this situation to do with outspokenness and to do with anger and frustrations. So yeah, that's what I see for you guys, Geminis, for this week. It's the 21st through to the 26th of February. It's my loves now, Libra.
Well, let's see what we can get for them.
He said the world and the sun, didn't he? So we'll see what comes up.
You put it backwards.
I did. I'm getting tired. I've been really getting tired, like on English time tired.
Yeah, I've been going to bed earlier also.
Yeah.
And then waking up and then think, okay, I'm going back to bed again.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They're flying out.
Yep. So not putting it back in because that probably is for Libra. For the upcoming week, from the 21st through to the 26th of February of 2022 for Libra. Okay, that one's also So let's see what they have in store for the last week, last part of the week. That one. Okay. Oh. Okay. So for the Librans, the week is going to kick off with the beautiful magic of miracles. And again, I'm drawn to the beautiful rainbows. And yes, when they say at the end of a rainbow, you can find your gold. It can also be used from your loved ones as a message. Because when you ask, please, especially on certain days, you can ask, I like to see a rainbow as a sign that you are okay. And they usually go. But when you see a double rainbow, it's double luck. So that means that the week is probably going to kick off with some type of miracle. And it on the card, it says miracles. So it can be about a lot of things that you might not have expected to ever happen. You already put it aside, and all of a sudden it gets in your peripheral view. You get on it, and all of a sudden, every time, the other times it failed, this time it's gonna succeed. And towards the middle of the week, it's also going to be about forgiveness, forgiving. And I hear the word yourself. You may have made mistakes in your life, and you think, why on earth did I do this? Well, you can forgive yourself for that, because all these things, all the mistakes that you make are there to learn. And in this picture, you see the person reaching out to the sky, to the moon, because when the new moon starts, it's also about you giving yourself a new start. So that's for the beginning of the week. Because when you forgive yourself for the mistakes you made, because mistakes are also there to learn from. And when you learn from your mistakes, and instead of looking the mistake as a mistake, you can also see them as a learning, a teaching, a lesson. Because in all these lessons, mistakes, or just maybe tiny flaws, there is a huge abundance hidden. And when you're able to pluck the fruits from that, or you can pick out the lessons from it, you can integrate it in your life, and all these experiences will be, can you see as pure abundance, because with that you can help other people. Not by telling them to do this and this and this, but when you recognize when they go through, you can say to them, well, I understand what you're talking about. And I have experienced something similar. You tell them your story, and then they all of a sudden feel a lot lighter, because all that time they felt so alone. They thought they were the only one were going through so much hardship. So that's what I see for the Librans for the upcoming week. You're
Lovely, Shirley.
muted.
Thank you. Okay, so I thought I'm not going to shuffle the cards until I'm on live, because otherwise people will think I'm making it up if it comes up with anything like sun and the moon. So I'm shuffling.
That's why I shuffle after you're done. Because then we don't interfere in it with our energy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look for Libra. I've got Libra rising, and so Sherry. Yeah. Well, they don't want me to stop shuffling. Wow. That's a lot of shuffling in there. Okay, so we're starting out with the High Priestess, the beginning of the week, and a feeling here of everything being on hold, things being upside down, kind of we're having to wait. Okay, the middle of the week is the upside down feeling, and the end of the week is the isolation energy. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, so yeah, we've got the High Priestess, so it's about spiritual teaching. It's about getting information out there, maybe getting people to realize that they're more powerful than they really think they are. A lot of people come to me and ask me questions, and I'm like, you've got the power to answer that yourself. You've got the power to know exactly how to handle that situation. Your inner self knows, okay, your divine energy. So it's all about believing in yourself. And when we do psychic development, I always say they have to change their wording now, and to start saying, instead of saying, I think I'm getting, you say, I'm getting, I'm being given, this is what I'm getting. So it is much better, because your spirit guides tend to then trust you with information. They know that you're going to give it to them. So yeah, there is a strong feeling of, which way do I go to get out of this situation that I'm in? I'm feeling a little bit kind of like the walls are kind of closing in, and, I'm wanting to escape my world for a bit. There is the wisdom energy. You've got the Hermit card twice, okay, in these decks. The World card is all about going within, finding out. Oh, sorry, not that one. That one. Finding out what it is that you need, okay, within yourself, answering your own questions. I'm not saying don't ask somebody who's psychic. Of course, the true psychic will give you that information for yourself, but sometimes it's that's that trusting in your spirit guides and saying, I know that you can tell me what I need to know. I know. Okay, so yeah, with the High Priestess and the Hermit card, I'm seeing that greater wisdom. There is somebody around you. You've got to watch what you say to them, because they're kind of picking up on the wrong things. They're being a little bit kind of defensive, and you ask them something and they're not wanting to answer you. It's like they are trying to hide things from you. They're not wanting you to kind of pick up things. So yeah, there's a little bit of kind of awkwardness around this person and you, and it's as if they're in emotional pain, and it's like they don't want you to know that they're in emotional pain. That's what it feels like. And it's like they're tippy-toeing around the subjects that are being spoken about. Now, the middle of the week, it starts off with the Hanged Man, which is everything's upside down. And I feel that as that middle of the week goes on, you then have new money coming in, new money, new energy. We have the Two of Swords, which is about money again, in the realization of sometimes you have to grow that idea inside your mind, inside your thought pattern, because if you give that idea out, someone else could steal that idea, or someone else could talk you into doing it their way, or why don't you do it this way? So sometimes we need to kind of allow it to kind of take root first before we emerge it into other people's criticisms, or other people's it's like sometimes they're small-minded and they're not thinking just because they wouldn't want to do what you've got planned, it's like they want to put the slant on it sometimes. So just be careful that everybody, they might not be being nasty in kind of criticizing your new projects, but they may be kind of worried for you, or, you know, thinking you're taking on too much, that sort of thing. Okay, but the Emperor is about breaking. It's like I'm seeing the financial energy around the Emperor card can be a boss, or it can be somebody in authority, like a government energy. It could be, you know, somebody who is, you know, being a bit demanding of you, where you're going, what you're doing. With the Two of Swords, it means sometimes not talking to that person, not telling them too much. It's right next to the Ace of Pentacles, which can mean not saying too much to do with money matters, financial matters. It's none of their business. Now, the Hermit card is about your home situation, okay, and feeling as if, you know, you are being given that chance to be more at home than you have been in the last few months. So your home is going to be very important to you. I'm seeing strong psychic ability around you, the ability to really look into, you know, where you're going and what you're doing, okay, to do with your dreams, following your heart's desire, okay. So if your heart's desire is to meet that perfect partner, then this basically indicates with the Star, it's the Hermit is going within. So it's like finding out what sort of partner do you want. Visualize them being in your life, you know, as you wake up in the morning and you both go out for breakfast maybe, or one person cooks for the other person, or brings them up a drink, you know, or, you know, you both decide to kind of spend the day doing something wonderful. Okay, but visualize them being in your life. If you've got children, then visualize them getting on with your children. Visualize everything being very easygoing and blending together, because that's the quick way of, you know, introducing that person's energy into your home life, into your home, and letting it kind of grow. Okay, so it is, that transition is easy. Yeah, your psychic ability, we've got two very psychic cards here. We've got three actually. We've got the High Priestess, and we've got the Hierophant, or Hierophant, however you want to say it. He's looking for his third eye here. There's also lots of people with different religions here. He's got a pack of tarot cards in his hand, and yeah, he's kind of like showing those signs that you know, he knows the way forward and come with me. Okay, but I do feel this is in a good way. It's not in a bad way. It's not in a dictator kind of control way, which sometimes kind of religion can be a little bit, you know, do this and don't do that. But yeah, this is kind of like saying, you know, I've got a vision of where I want to go, what I want to do. You've got the Moon, which says I've got psychic ability and I know the good from the bad. I do. And this is saying I've got a vision about my future. So don't be shocked to get, you know, those download energies that are going to be very strong around you guys, Librians, this coming week. And the Star, you know, your dreams and wishes. So there's a new job opportunity or a new project that will be starting up in the middle of the week. Your home is very, very important to you, very good energy around your home, but feeling as if, you know, I need to expand my home or declutter or do something in order to change the energy of my home, and then I'll be happy. Being careful what you say to certain people, especially emotionally, and letting that new dream or new energy, that new decision, it's like grow within itself first before you announce it to the world, and to especially a person who is very dominant around you, who can be a little bit too overpowering. Okay, especially those people. It's like, let it nurture first, let it take root, and then you can talk about it. Okay, so there you go. That is Libra. So we are now going into the water signs now. Okay, I'll see you in a
Let's
minute.
see what the water signs will bring. So my predictions for the upcoming week from the 21st to the 20 through to the 26th for Scorpio. Let's see what they. Okay. That didn't want to go back in. Let's see what they have for Scorpio for the upcoming week. Ooh, I love it when a card comes back up. So let's see what the Sacred Destiny wants the Scorpions to know. For the Scorpions, at the beginning of the week, again, the Gateway card. And this time I hear also the words, there's something coming you've been waiting for a long time. It's going to be on your path, so be ready to grab the chance and the opportunity because it might not come back again. So watch out for the signs for that thing that you've been waiting for so long. And it can be something crazy, something maybe as stupid, like a pendulum, a certain stone. You want it all the time and it's been always expensive. And then you all of a sudden are drawn to a shop, for example, just to give you an idea. And it's discounted and you just got the money for it because now it's within your price. And yet maybe it has a flaw because it has fallen, but nobody is flawless. So why? And yes, it's beautiful when a stone is flawless, but nothing is flawless. So why not take a stone or a pendulum that has a little flaw? It's just to give you an example, and that can fit on any situation, but something in the beginning of the week for the Scorpions is going to be about grabbing the opportunity when literally that door or that gateway opens up for you. Just go forward, go for it, gun for it, and all types of words you can use for it. And towards the middle of the week, it's going to be about security. And not necessarily about you have to protect yourself more, but you're going to feel more security. And I'm drawn to that beautiful wood fire in the middle of on a card. Because even though wood fire has its potential dangers, that when its spark hits a wrong spot, it can create a big fire. But when you put a fire, a wooden fire, on the right place, surrounded by things that cannot burn, and you can imagine yourself being that fire, because you will be on fire and feel totally secure, because like it's like you can, in a certain way, you can move your hand over a fire and you will not burn. If you hold it in too long, you can burn your hand or whatever. And that's with a lot of situations also. When you stay in a situation too long, it feels burned. But towards the middle of the week, you're going to feel way more secure. That feeling of security, maybe it's just about your house. It's finished, it's done. And you look around and that home, that place is your safe place. That whenever you go in there, you can drop everything off your shoulders breathe. Yes, I feel safe. But that's something, that security, that what you feel in your own space, that's also a challenge to create that outside in the open world. Something I'm going to have to do because I'm going to put myself out there personally on my own. But eventually it will lead to security and feeling secure. And because when it's up, you can see when you feel secure, you can look at the things differently, because in that fire, or yeah, in that compassion, maybe you see a beautiful drawing, painting you've never looked at that way. But when you feel safe, it's great. And it looks like the chat had a little connection problem, but it's reconnected. For the Scorpions, towards the end of the week, the potential card came out. When I flip it like this, it's showing better. That's because I got a little bit more white on the screen, so that's why. And it's potential. And I am drawn to tell you that you will see through the end of the week, you have way more potential than you ever thought. A lot of people have been probably telling you, you got so much potential with doing this or this or this or that. But you will actually feel it, or at least start to feel it. Really, yes, okay. Yes, I can see the things I have been doing. There's so much potential in what I do. But then you will see it, not just because others tell you, because the time has come this year that it's not what others tell you, but that you feel and see your own true potential. So that's what I got for Scorpion from your sacred destiny.
I've got a cheeky slice of ham.
Well, I have been digging in strawberry jam.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I've been eating salad today. I don't usually fancy salad, but I really have enjoyed it.
Well, maybe that is something that will come, but I have to buy the right. I'll have to make it myself.
Yeah.
With honest products.
Yeah. Organic.
Not just organic, because they sell that in the supermarket also, but the real, not processed.
Yeah.
Not washed away, so that you literally have to put it in the sink with some salt, water, rinse it, leave it, rinse it off, and then you have the honest, that type of honest product.
Oh, I've just enjoyed what I've had. It's been really lovely, really nice.
Yeah, but I got such crazy taste. My palate, my taste palates are a bit perfectionistic.
No.
that's
So,
the best
Scorpios. Scorpios, this is my daughter. So hi Rhiannon. This is for you. So everything's a bit upside down. I can see the wheel also is moving and changing though. So the delays are only it's like they're over soon. Okay, the delays. So there's things that you've wanted, things that you've really needed, things that you've wanted to push forward on. And the Chariot says that it is happening, that you are going to be making decisions. It has been a struggle though, okay? You get kind of this feeling here of a large amount of money or security, okay, around you guys, Scorpios. Because the Ten of Pentacles is, I've done really well. This is kind of like, I'm really excited about this financial matter, this financial opportunity. I can see clearly what it is that I want to do. Okay, so yeah, I feel life is looking good, okay, for you, Scorpios. You just need to kind of get into that believing stage now. Does that make sense? That things have turned around and they are better, okay? So yeah, just keep on feeling that, okay? And sometimes we kind of know that we need to fake it till we make it with things as well. You know, we have to say these things to the universe. Thank you, universe, for all this wonderful money that you're sending my way. It's amazing. Thank you, universe, for my new car. Thank you, universe, for my new home. It's perfect for me in every way. So we just have to kind of put those out there, those wordings, okay? I did it with my health. I had cancer in the thyroid, okay, here, and I've got a scar. I don't think you can see it very much really, but there's a scar along there. And I basically, you know, had the shock and people coming in having readings, and I used to say to them, they used to say, oh, you okay? I've heard about your news. Are you all right? And I used to say sarcastically, my health has never been so good. I'm absolutely fine. I'm brilliant. So I was being sarcastic, but the universe doesn't understand sarcasm. The universe was making me better, okay, every time I said it. So I truly believe that, and that saved me. So yeah, change your wording if you can, even if it is sarcastic, okay, change your wording. So by the middle of this next week, you've got the Star and you've got the High Priestess. Okay, so High Priestess is a very knowing energy. It's like, I already know what's happening. I already know what should be going on. It's like a deep kind of feeling. And this is all to do with the things that you love, the things that you really, really want. Okay, so put a lot of effort into that this next coming week, and I can see that is going to pay off in a big way. You're going to be kind of letting go of somebody who has been in a boomerang relationship. So if this is you who's been in a boomerang relationship, then you might be kind of walking away from it and saying, I'm done. I can't keep doing this. This is hurting me. You know, this feeling of back and forth energy. I never feel secure within it. So this relationship or friendship, maybe it's a family member that, you know, you're really close to, and then they distance themselves and then they're close again. Yeah, this is definitely going to be moving on. Okay, it feels as if it's like making a conscious decision that you're not playing these silly games anymore. It's a really strong energy. By the the end of the week, you've got the Hierophant again. And the Hierophant is all to do with spiritual teaching. It's to do with kind of a feeling of spiritual knowledge coming to you, like a download. Like it's like, I don't know why I've changed my mind, or I don't know why I'm doing this pathway now instead of that pathway. But my strength of character is really showing up and shining brightly, and I'm projecting myself out there. It's a wonderful feeling. You're also kind of wanting to protect the underdog, wanting to protect anybody who is not in a good place. So it's like you want to make sure that anybody who can't stand up for themselves is being stood up for. So it's like, you know, their rights is being explored there. We have got the Empress. For some of you, that will be in my lip. For some of you, that will be pregnancy. For others of you, that will be a good harvest, you know, everything coming to fruition. you know, things that you have planned, that you have really wanted to grow, and these opportunities is going to be right in front of you. And the Ace of Swords is about an idea, that kind of inspired moment. Okay. And there's a strong link with kind of that, it's like emotional, being quiet and staying within yourself, which you will have kind of at the beginning of the week. I feel beginning of the week is all about going within and understanding our own strengths, understanding what it is to be able to manifest the way that we want it to. And by the end of it, we're seeing the results from that. So it's all going to turn around very quickly. I do think that dreams and wishes and manifesting used to take a long time for it to come through. Not all the time, but I would say that it's quickened up by half at least, maybe even more. Does that make sense? So you make a wish in the morning, you might get it by the afternoon. Does that make sense? I'm talking about it being quicker. So also, but it works the other way as well. So if you're thinking a lot about what could happen in your life on a negative level, then you're bringing that into your life quicker as well. So just be careful. Does that make sense what you're thinking? But yeah, there's a lovely new idea going off. I'm sensing to do with a mum as well, a mum, and, you know, having an idea about this mother figure as well that may help them in the long run. So it's like an idea around them, and it's to do with their living arrangements, you know, where they're kind of being, yeah, it feels as if there's somebody's mum is going to be needing more care than they've been getting. It doesn't work well, okay, whatever system they've got in place now. And I'm seeing that then starting out and changing, okay. That's going to be, yeah, I feel that there may be somebody's mum who has to change their accommodation and maybe live with their relatives, or, you know, maybe have a different environment where they are being looked after. I think in England we call it warden assisted places, where if they're in trouble, they've got a cord that they can pull, and they're literally, they speak to somebody in the morning and the evening just to make sure they're okay. And if they don't hear from them, then they pop round to see them. So something like that. I mean, that's bizarre. I know it comes up now and again, but there's going to be a big decision, and I feel kind of brokenhearted about it. I'm very sad, but a decision has to be made. Okay, because I feel it's like dangerous for this mum to be on her own anymore. So yeah, that's kind of what I see for Scorpios. Obviously, that won't be for all Scorpios. It's only for a certain amount of people.
Well, my dad was Scorpio,
Oh,
but he's been
yeah.
around for a long time.
Yeah. All right, I'll leave you to it.
Yes. So the predictions for the upcoming week. My predictions for the upcoming week for Pisces, for the upcoming week from the 21st through to the 26th of February 2022. Let's see what the Sacred Destiny has to say for Pisces. Oh, that wanted out. I was too quick. Let's see, one. Okay, that wanted to jump out. Okay, for Pisces, the upcoming week. Well, beginning of the week, it's starting to kick off with some action. At least they ask you to take some action, to move things forward, to, well, create new ideas, and not just create them, but start to use them, start to develop your ideas, so that you can, instead of that they are only your thoughts, that they are just going to put into action. So if you have a creative idea about making a painting, Well, what do you need to do to get that painting going? Because maybe you don't have the right paper or something to paint on, or you don't have the right paint. It's, you got to get them. You just have to get going, get the things done. So make that plan to, or just a shopping, like a shopping list. So you can, when in the beginning of the week, you can start to take that action to move forward, to get that idea up and running. Because towards the middle of the week, it will help you to see your true potential. Because maybe you haven't had a paintbrush in years, and all of a sudden you feel drawn to paint that thing. And well, you've not ever been really good at it. And when you start the action, you start to do it. You'll all of a sudden, when you feel you're done, it says, wow, this is it. I love it. I do have what it takes to do it. So yeah, for that to see, sometimes you have to take the steps. And then towards the end of the week, well, this is about the fall. The tree prepares itself for wintertime. It lets all the leaves go. Those leaves are way too heavy in wintertime. When it snows, it can break its branches. So the advice is release every single, or at least try to release as much as you possibly can muster up, because that is really needed. Release of old things to prepare yourself, so you can nourish yourself through that winter time, so that when the spring comes, and that doesn't mean it really is about that time frame, because that can be done in maybe happen in a week. But when you do that, you will sprout new, where all those new leaves come from. So you'll have great abundance, great energy, that tree is going to look green again. And to feel that, to feel young again, you'll have to release everything that is no longer serving you. That's what I got for Pisces.
Thank you, Vera.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I can't wait to see your YouTube live.
I won't kick it off tonight, Ellie.
No, I don't suppose you would.
I think I'm going to make a meal.
Mm.
And then after that, hit the bed.
Yes.
The bed. Throw my head on the pillow and my body will follow.
Yeah.
After I cleaned the toilet of Miss Charmingly.
Oh dear.
Yep, she gave me a hard time.
Okay, so for Pisces, so this is me and my mum, Pisces. Hello, mummy. With what she sees. Okay, so everything seems to be kind of in the hands of our spirit guides, and sometimes we have to just put our trust in those guides and say, I know that you have my cosmic order. I know that you have my affirmation, my wishes. Can you just give me a little sign that you are working more towards it, that I could see something actually emerging, instead of me kind of being in the dark, okay, wondering whether or not this is, actually happening. So it's a little bit of frustration that you're not seeing what you want to see as much as you as much as possible. Okay, so his spirit guides are going to be very, very strong around you, strong energy. So watch out for those kind of moments where you feel a sudden feeling of a strong energy. Just what I mean, like you feel strength, you feel as if you can achieve anything that you put your mind to it. You know, you have the backup there. Okay, watch out for those moments. There's also going to be like a sudden kind of glow inside where, you know, they are really proud of you, that you have achieved something that they never realized that you would be able to. Well, they did realize, but it's like, you know, when they've shocked you, you shocked them as much as you've shocked yourself about how well you have done and how much you have pushed yourself into doing what it is that you always promised to do. There seems to be that you are a little bit kind of blinkered about where you're going now, though. So it's like they're saying that is really good, well done, but you've got to go further than that. You know, you promised to take this to the next level, because then that is what is going to be happening. Okay, so this is linked with either a job, career. This can be a life path. This can be something that you absolutely desire, and you've got a lot of time for. But you need to kind of open your eyes now and say, okay, so I am capable. I can do this. And I need to kind of now say, okay, I'm going to push myself to that next limit now. I'm going to go beyond that and trust my guides won't let me down. Trust that my loved ones are there for me. So lots of ideas will be coming off. Okay, you're going to be kind of in the middle of doing something, and you know, along comes this great idea, and it's like you have to quickly scramble around for a pen and paper, because you've just solved a puzzle. You know, you want this, so how do you get to that next stepping stone? And then all of a sudden it shows you. Moving into the middle of the week, you've got the High Priestess energy. Okay, and this is, you know, to do with, you know, the fact that you don't like secrets. You also don't like other people keeping things from you when it's like they know what it's all about, but they haven't told you. Always remember this. These cards remind me of a time that somebody who was a dear friend of me, for some reason, stopped talking to me, and I didn't know why. And I kept, it was breaking my heart, because it was like everybody around me knew what the situation was, what was going on, and I didn't. And it was like a form of bullying in the end. It was like they were bullying me, because it's like that kind of, he was talking to them, and they were basically keeping it from me. And he wasn't telling me either what I'd done wrong. So, yeah, it was the most horrendous thing. And this feels as if it's linked with that. So watch out for those kind of feelings. Does that make sense? That other people seem to be knowing things that you don't know, you know, and say, this is unfair. This is not the way that friendship works. You know, it's like if you know that something is breaking someone else's heart, you know, then it's like sometimes you have to urge the person who has had the fallout to basically be honest and open with the person they've fallen out with, and stop involving everybody else in the drama. Okay, so I feel that there may be something like that going on around you guys, you know, the next kind of week. And it feels as if it's around the middle of the week that everything is going to be starting up regarding this. Okay, but it could be that you are the one being told, oh, keep it to yourself, but this has really upset me and I don't want to talk to that person anymore. And you're watching that person breaking their heart, thinking, well, what have I done to upset them? And so, yeah, so I feel that there's going to be a situation like that that just needs a bit of, it's like nurture the energy and put yourself in other people's shoes before you take sides or before you start bullying another person. Okay. Yeah, there is the balance. It's like, don't just be, say that you're spiritual, be spiritual. Okay, so this is kind of like saying I'm in the balanced state of harmony. Okay, and if it doesn't feel right in your heart, then you have to kind of be open and honest about that, okay, to other people. Because I'm seeing a kind of a little battle going on here regarding this, and regarding some sort of holiday or travel plans as well. Things aren't going according to the right plan. Okay, it's not going according to there. Okay, so by the end of the week, though, I feel that everything has been kind of broken out, and everybody knows where they stand, and there's an element of trust energy here. The Fool card is saying, I trust that everything is going to be fine, and I'm not going to worry about it, and this is how it's going to be, and really let that flow, that kind of energy, the positive energy. Okay. There seems to be this feisty female energy, this warrior woman energy is really bursting out, the feminine energy. But it's like, masculine energy can also, be in a nurturing way. Okay, so it's like somebody being that kind of like a manly energy, but they're doing it to help others. They're doing it to make sure that other people are okay. Okay, people that they love and care for. Well, this new money is going to be coming into your life. And I would say by the end of the week, there seems to be a new job, new projects or things that are going to be dealing with money, making it profitable for you. So you've had to go through the tower moments, I would say the beginning, more the middle of this week. You have got the triumphant energy at the beginning of the week, where everything seems to be going very, very well. You just need to make sure that you know the next stage of your journey to do with your ambitions before you maybe tell too many people about it, in case that they kind of put their energy into it and make it their own project rather than it being your kind of baby there. Find that divine masculine, feminine as you deal with a gossipy situation that may get out of hand. Okay, and be careful that it doesn't turn into a bullying energy, okay, around. And by the end of the week, it's like putting your trust out there and saying the trust has got, the universe has got my trust, and I'm going to go with it. Everything is working out according to plan. And then with that energy, you've got this new money and new finances, new opportunity. There you go. That's Pisces.
And there I'm back.
Thanks, Vera.
Last one.
It's the last one, and then I'm going to do you want to do a global prediction with me?
I can try. I will use a different deck.
Yeah.
I will use, I will look that one up.
All right.
You never know. So my predictions for Cancer for the upcoming week from the 21st through to the 26th of February 2022. So let's see what the sacred destiny wants Cancerians to know. Oh, they want out. I have to be vigilant. So let's see, and that one wanted out. So let's see, Cancerian, I need just one more. Okay. Okay, for Cancerians, the week is going to kick off, and the first thing I hear is feeling it. Because people maybe, well, you might have been thinking about it, but at the beginning of the week, you are feeling abundance, and abundance that can be just having some beautiful crystals, or see that you have a lot of things going for you, that the things you took for granted, that can be part of your abundance. And so it could be an idea to just start sifting through stuff you have and just take a time to get a look at it and realize that that is something you manifested. You wanted that in the house. That's you. Maybe just in beautiful painting that is hanging on your wall. You've been passing by maybe a million times. And maybe you just have to stop. Look at it, because that picture might be telling you a lot of things about who you are, what you can do, or just study it to see what is the beauty of that painting. And that can be on everything, about just the stuff you have in your house or your animals, anything that you have gathered around you. And yeah, you might have had trouble seeing it for a while because you've been flustered with so much energy. There have been so many shifts in energy that make you feel like overwhelmed, full of stuff. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what to do. But at the beginning of the week, you will see you do have abundance. Make that choice to see it, to feel it. And towards the middle of the week, yeah, it will be about forgiveness. Forgive yourself for the things you never thought you had, because abundance can also be about you discovering how many skills you have, that you have something that you're really good at, that everyone tried to, well, sweep it under the rug because, oh, that's all fantasy. That is so floaty. You see them flying. Forgive yourself for allowing others to tell you that that was only fantasy, that it was not real, because those skills might be the most important thing that gives you the feeling you belong on earth. So when you work through all these things, it's going to lead you to the end of the week with loads of opportunity for yourself, for maybe even people around you. Because when you see what you can do, that you have the abundance, maybe all the abundance in the world. And yes, and I get a picture of someone that is homeless. People walk past that person thinking, that's a bomb. But that person might carry all the things that are extremely important to that person with him. And yes, he doesn't have a home, but you never ask that person how he feels. Maybe that's important, because that can be an opportunity. When you see your gifts, you may be able to just get in a conversation with that person you see sitting in the street, thinking that that person is homeless, and discover that that person has such a beautiful personality, a beautiful soul. And like many of us, squeezed out of anything they like a home that could give them a feeling that they belong on the earth. And maybe that conversation with that homeless person or lonely person brings that person the biggest change in life. Instead of staying where he is, roaming around, just carrying around all the stuff he owns and cherishes, because there might be things in that backpack that is so important, but and that you think, well, yeah, why do you carry it around? But to that person, it is abundance because he has it close to him. And that's just about a bit idea about when you see an opportunity, seize the opportunity because it can change another person's life. And don't be surprised that that experience, that opportunity will change your outlook on life. So that's what I see for the Cancerians for the upcoming week. Uh-oh, she's fighting with a mouse. I didn't think she noticed I was back. Yep, I gotta talk it through to her. Let's see. Yes, it has come up, and I've noticed a lot more cards came in other signs forward too. And still, even though it was the same, I did feel a different energy from it. Yep, the energies have been extremely flying. Like 1 minute it's close to you, and the next minute all the way to the other side. And there is Ellie.
Sorry, I had to nip to the loo at the wrong time. Sorry.
It's a good thing because that was giving me a kick in the butt to just keep talking
Good
until you're
girl.
back.
Good girl. Oh, Marejo's got a question for you.
Yes.
And I think Sherry can answer that as well, Marejo. Because I was talking to
Sherry
Sherry
can
and
answer that one better than I can, because
yeah,
I
Sherry,
don't do it. But in a
Sherry may
way,
be starting up lessons.
yeah, because Sherry heard me play on it, and this is my way of light language. In a way, that's coming from me. I'm not gonna play it at this hour at 4:20 a.m.
Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on with Cancerians. This is really bizarre, but you're, oh no, that's not right. Yeah, it's just me being blonde. I was wondering why mine was backwards and yours wasn't. It's yeah, just a blonde moment. Sherry suggested I ask Vera. Oh, Sherry. So
Well, what I know about, it's something that comes through the person, and it's yeah, it's create what I've been told, and I've been
galactic
seeing
energy, I
they
think.
yeah, it's about energies that's just coming through. And with me, and even though I'm still learning to control the instrument so that I don't have to think about how I put my fingers down, but it comes through. And like I sometimes have with animals, it's like when they connect, I start talking, but in reality, it's their words. So it's just coming from above, and you're told what to say, what to form, what and the tone. That's the
What to do with
easiest
kind of
thing I can say.
practicing as well. And I feel this is coming from a language, I think, that would be close to our galactic language, that would have been, you know, what we would have spoken, or how they would have sung to each other, or kind of just another way of communicating. And that's kind of different energies. So
Yeah.
different star systems, I think.
Sometimes when I do connect with a certain dialect, especially in the Netherlands, that was at that time the easiest, I could be totally talking like a person that's coming from Den Haag, as if I lived there my whole life and I've never been there. And back then I always wondered how I did it. But that just is, it just funneled through, and it comes out of your mouth in your motions and movement. So
I would, if I was wanting to learn light language, what I think I would do is I would listen to some music that I didn't know the language of, and I would use my voice to kind of do the wording. Does that make sense? So it wouldn't be, I don't know, so it's like a certain tune. Does that make sense? So you're in with the tune rather than the words. Kind of what I would do.
you never know. Maybe my instrument will lead me to using light language. But yeah, that's a part that's still a little bit far, that needs to be pumped up.
Yes, yeah. So Marejo, are you in our group chat? Because Sherry can communicate with you via there. So I think she is, isn't she? So yeah,
I can check, but I think she's in the class group chat.
Yeah, so that can be something. There's a need for it, I think. So
yeah, because it's I don't even think it's about literally teaching someone light language, but how to let it come out of you.
it's trust, isn't it, as well? The trust that someone's not going to be laughing. Okay, so let's have a look at Cancerians. This is my other daughter, Megan. Hi, Megan. So here we go. Okay, so Meggie, Hanged Man, everything's upside down, everything's waiting and pending. I feel that there is, it's like having to look at things from a different angle as well. Now, the Hanged Man has come up a lot in all the readings. There's always a card that comes up a lot when you're doing them. And this week has been the Hanged Man for me. And the Hanged Man is, you know, we are all waiting for this exposure to the evil corruption coming out. I mean, it is really coming out, but it's kind of trickling out. But we want it to come right out, don't we? So I feel that there is an energy of that, okay, going on with the Hanged Man. Everything is kind of on a pending scale there. Yeah, and we've got the Strength card and the Wheel of Fortune for the rest of the week. So just want to have a look and see what else they feel with the Hanged Man. So yeah, maybe look at other people's points of view. How would you handle certain situations in your life? You know, if something's going on and something, you know, there's been an argument or something, it's like, well, if you were standing in their shoes, how would you react? Would you be defensive, or maybe would you feel as if other people are kind of getting at you and it's not fair? What happens if you felt that you were telling the truth and nobody else believed you? What would you do? So it just feels as if there's going to be a situation around on a sensitive level that needs to be put right, okay, in some way. Okay, so let's have a little look and see what else we've got. Okay, so the beginning of the week also, we have the waiting or waiting for some money to come in. And in the meantime, it's like having to bite your nails, having to kind of, you know, just glide by the skin of your teeth, that sort of energy. And it's like that understanding that you know you're going to be okay, but for now it's not easy. Okay, so yeah, it can also be saving money, wanting to put more money by for something good that's coming up, and needing to kind of find a way of earning more money. So again, that's come up again about earning extra money. And I feel this is to do with hobbies that turn out to be money-making energies, okay? Now, this world goes round on money, unfortunately, in the 3D world. I can't wait until we go into maybe a bartering system. That would always suit me. I'd be happy with that. But for the moment, it doesn't pay our bills, unfortunately. So it's about having fun whenever you can, having to kind of belly laugh as much as you can, having to look at situations from a funny side, a funny direction. You know, it's like that seems to be a sad thing, but oh my God, but isn't it funny? What do you think that person would be doing upstairs if they realised this happened at their funeral? Would they laugh? Would they find it funny? Would it be something that they would enjoy? Okay, so it feels as if sometimes we take things too seriously. Sometimes we are you know, in this kind of bubble sometimes where we don't want to offend anybody or get upset or this sort of thing. And I feel that sometimes it's like letting your hair down and just being yourself, or at least being with people that you know are not going to be easily offended, so that you can just be you. By the middle of the week, we've got something to do with an anger situation and frustration, okay? Having to be strong and stand up for somebody who isn't doing as well as you are. There seems to be a little bit of a battle going on to do with money matters and legal matters, official matters. And they're saying that you have to balance out the energy, balance out the right and the wrong, balance out the, you know, getting the truth out there, okay, as much as you can. But you're kind of having to kind of learn your own strength and your own limitations, but understanding that those limitations, you've still got other resources to actually fire up, so that you can actually push past those boundaries as well. And you know that you are powerful enough to do that. I know that there's an independent energy, so you're going to be kind of breaking free from, you know, something that has been very much closed off to you. It's like being in a job and then realizing that self-employment is better for you, or, you know, enjoying making money outside of other people, outside of your kind of corporate jobs or that sort of thing. It just feels as if there is a new balance of energy coming out there. And by the end of the week, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and a lot of these readings about the Ace of Pentacles as well, which is to do with new money. So there's new money coming at you, new money coming into your life. A feeling of, you know, this is out of the blue money. This is not something that you have been prepared for. Okay, it is new. And there's a lovely feeling of giving in to the universe and trusting that they are going to do what they've said they will do. Okay, and trusting in people that you have listened to for quite some time, and watching that coming to the front. Now, the wheel says that everything is turning and moving. Everything is going forward. The cogs in the wheels are all going well. Okay. And there's also a feeling of emotional, everything is overflowing emotionally as well. Everything is, you know, it's like you're able to love, you're able to be loved, and you're also able to kind of, it's like be ready for receiving that unconditional love that has been hard before. But sometimes that big shell can sometimes push people away, or make people realize that maybe you don't need as much love as you do. It's like, oh, you know, she or he's all right, you know, they never complain, everything's all fine. And when you actually sit them down and actually talk to them, you'll realize that there's a vulnerability around that person that you hadn't really addressed yet. So yeah, a hell of a lot going on for you Cancerians. You know, they're saying kind of, you know, when they say about the beat of your own drum, dance to the beat of your own drum, you know, there's a strong feeling of self-employment around you guys, you know, and being able to earn that extra money for yourself. Looking at life from a different angle, maybe life has changed somehow and you're having to look at things from a different angle. The battles in the middle of the week could be within yourself, really. They don't have to be on the outside, but it is about kind of standing up for yourself, especially if you're feeling vulnerable. You know, it's not going to last long, that feeling of being vulnerable, because we've got that feisty energy just pouring out, and that balancing energy of money and work and independence. And then they've got the wheel. Okay, the wheels, the cogs in the wheels are all moving and changing, and for the best, with the Ace of Cups saying, I love myself and I know what I deserve. So yeah, it's very, very strong reading for Cancerians. So we're going to have a go at the global prediction energy and see what's coming up with everything there. So I'm going to get these other cards out. Now, these cards I don't like, but I'm only using them because of Tarot by Janine is using these Rider-Waite cards, and I'm learning from what she is predicting for each card. I've kind of been studying them. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. So I don't know who actually lives and watches the mainstream media. I do a little bit. It's kind of, I have to, because I'm on a search engine and it comes up with the news feed. I have been kind of saving people who have passed away, sadly, by mysterious conditions, and I've been saving those up because without saying anything more than the fact that they've died over mysterious situations, you know, there's going to be a lot more of that, unfortunately. And it's like, I think that's the only way that people are going to wake up, when they start to see what has been happening and what's going to be happening in this crazy world of ours. So I saw the chat going mad. Is everything sorted out?
Yep.
Oh, good.
She just answered. So I put my email address so she can send me an email, and then I can, when it comes out, send it to.
Is she not on the group chat then?
No.
Oh, does she want to be?
Do you want to be in the group chat, Marielle?
Basically, we talk about classes and what's going on. Basically, there's a lot of support there from other people as well. Other people supporting each other.
Well, she wrote she hasn't been on Facebook much.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Oh, she screams, yes.
Oh, okay.
But then you'll have to probably put her in there.
Oh, okay. I will do. I'll write myself a little note. I have to do this now again. Write myself notes. So predictions for this week. Okay, so what I like to do is to see what kind of the the white hats are doing. So the good military, what's going on with them, as well as looking at the bad guys and what they're doing. So that's kind of what I feel. Okay, so shall I go first, or would you like to go first? Yeah, you want me to go first? Okay. So first of all, I'm going to look at the bad guys. First of all, I feel. Okay, so let's have a look at the bad guys.
I can shuffle my cards a little more because they were not in order.
All right. Okay. So I'm just going to tune in and see what's going on with them. It's not nice. I hate tuning into them. Not nice feelings. Anyway.
No, you're protected.
No, I'm not worried about them getting to me. It's just not nice energy, is it? Sudden action. So there's going to be some sudden information or sudden kind of things going on. It's like leakages. It feels as if it's the truth is being leaked out. Okay, so I feel that there's somebody who's infiltrated the bad guys. They're actually good, and they are leaking out information to them. And I feel that there will be a shocking, it's like a shocking information that will come through this next week that will be difficult for them to hide, even when the media is kind of working for them. It will still be quite difficult for them to hide. Yeah, this info is not going to be, it's like they're trying to put out there, I feel as if as well by the media, they're putting out information to the media, and it is obviously a lie, but that lie is going to be found out. It's going to be that obvious that it's a lie, and it's going to be a laughable kind of energy. And I do feel as if it's linked with Biden. Okay, I do feel as if it's got something directly to do with Biden, and it will be kind of the ending of him, really. It will be kind of like nobody can take that seriously anymore. Nobody can take him seriously. It's kind of like we're done. We are literally done there. Okay, just a little bit more. Okay, so there's going to be some finding out about the party substance, Janine says. Okay, so it's to do with the blood, and it's called Adrena. You know what I mean? And Google and Chrome. Okay, so there's links with that. Okay, is going to be found out. There's going to be some information about that, and I feel that may be what we're talking about. So I feel that there have been an agreement made behind the scenes with one person who is very close to where they are manufacturing that. Does that make sense? Where this is actually being obtained, okay, by this horrible torture energy, okay, that is going on. So that is going to be, it's a deal that's been made by somebody in there, and that is going to be exposed, I feel. Is coming up very soon. I can't really say in the next week, okay, but I feel that it is going to be in the very soon. I'm talking about months. Does that make sense? Not longer than that. And that will fire up the rest of this this change. I do feel that there's a lot of bad guys that are going to be trying to hop onto the good path by manipulation and trying to get out of their situation. They know that it's like when you know that the ship is sinking, you're going to want to cling on to the other rafts. Does that make sense? And say, I wasn't with them, I was made to do it. that sort of thing. So there's going to be a lot of the whistleblower energy. Okay, so let's see what the good guys are doing at the moment. These are the people that are rescuing the children underneath these military dams. They're being rescued, and you know, there's a lot of that going on. It's massive, and there's no way that that people didn't know, that the governments didn't know about this. There's absolutely no way. They're all in on it. Okay, so this is the good guys. What's going on with the good guys? Okay, so like I said, there is this person playing both sides. Okay, there's this definite person playing both sides, but I feel that they know about it. It does feel as if there's justice being served, okay, to the bad guys from this person who is two-sided. Okay, I feel that this has been a long game. So that means this has been a long. This has happened. It's like they've been doing this for years. Does that make sense? Feeding both sides. They've been doing this for a long, long time. And they've been kind of wanting the information about the bad guys' finances has also been, there's been a way of taking money from the bad guys, that the bad money that they have earned through this has been confiscated. And I feel that this is going to be revealed as well with that. And there's going to be some family members reunited as well, with children that have been taken. Okay, so there may be a child that has been very publicly, I'm not talking about Madeleine McCann, by the way, but a child that has been very publicly went missing will be reunited with family, but they may not actually reveal why or what's going on. There seems to be some more setbacks, okay, to do with other things that are going on, but there is a peacekeeper energy around this, and I do feel that there is going to be an announcement, and I feel this isn't the big announcement. Does that make sense? That we're waiting for? It's not that one, but there is going to be some. I don't know if Trump is speaking at any rallies or anything like that in the very near future, but there's going to be something said that is very, very interesting. Watch out for what he's saying, because I feel that there's definitely some very eye-opening information coming. He'll say it in between what he normally says, but then there'll be a slip in there about something else. And this is going to awaken a lot of the sleepers, a lot of the people who still believe that this government is still working for us, and the pharmaceutical companies are there to help us. And so this is going to wake a lot of people up. Yeah, very near future coming up. There you go. That's what I see. What you got?
Let's see what I get. And I keep it a little bit more general.
Yeah.
On the energy.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm using out of my comfort zone.
Oh, okay. The light
seers.
All right.
But then pure intuitively. So let's see. And the global, and they are feisty. Global predictions for the upcoming week. Let's see what they plan in store. Oh, they're literally feisty. There was not well shuffled. That's okay. Okay. Okay, and those two. I knew there was something. So I'm just going to take 3 cards. And for the global, with the 3 cards I have, the first one that came out, a 4 of Pentacles. And I'm drawn to give this to the people that are thinking, will this ever end? That I feel that it is a time to brace your energy. You can see her holding a pouch with all the important stuff. And when you put that on the global energy on yourself, make sure that you protect your own energy. Because when the things are going to unfold and are going to get more and more, because when the, well, let's say the good guys get on top of them and they feel them breathing down that neck, yeah, they're going to make crazy jumps. So make sure you hold yourself really good. And towards the middle of the week, I pulled the Ace of Cups, because I feel it's going to be in waves. You'll have moments that you think, oh, I can breathe, and then you'll have to protect your energy and you open up. And when you learn, when you focus on it, you can learn yourself, well, just teach yourself how it feels when a lot of things are going on. When you feel caved in, it might be good to go with that feeling, protect yourself, shut out the outside energies for a little bit, because that can tell you that they are trying to get on top of the things, because they are, a lot of energies are on top of all those bad guys. But then things also start to give new energy, new ideas, new beginnings. So even though they got to fight back, they still get, because love, and that's the important thing, because she's holding, and love will conquer everything. Because when you cherish your energy, your love, they will not be able to touch it. They cannot yet touch it. And it's also about unity. And yes, holding hands. But when you put that on a global, find those like-minded people. And sometimes because a lot of people don't dare to say anything about their beliefs. I don't believe in this and this and this. But right now, and upcoming week, it's really important that you find those like-minded people, so you can combine your strength, so you don't feel alone in this whole stuff that's going on all over the world.
I call it a shit show.
Yeah, shit show. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Vera. That's wonderful.
That was a really short version, but
it's perfect. It's what people need.
Yeah. And that would
not going mad.
And cups is water. Cups is emotions. Yep.
Mm.
And this one is the, well, you know this. 2 of Cups.
Well, I see that as they're also trying to divide us all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we're not going to be divided.
Grab those hands. And if you are afraid to do it outside, but when you're inside, just say, sod it. I am giving that person the biggest hug, because I've missed out on a hug for so long. Don't accept them to divide, because they say divide and conquer.
That's not good.
And don't let yourself get divided. There are already too many fights amongst families, which is heartbreaking. try to find a way back and wait for it. It will come.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it is that you can't, you know, it's better not to communicate because they are basically being, you know, I find that the people who don't want to know this information are quite aggressive to us trying to tell them what the truth is. They're quite aggressive about it, you know, and that's what's causing this disharmony and disruption.
And that's also because it's been put out in the world by naming those people, because then they know who to attack. While they sometimes just attack a person.
Yeah.
And they don't have one. And I'm not going to say the word, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. Clue what they're talking about.
No, exactly.
But they are venting their own frustration, irritation.
Yeah, they are. And as well, I think now people are getting to that point where they know that something's going on. They've actually seen it now. It's too obvious. But they don't want to back down because they want to save face. I know that can't be right, you know, and they're standing by what they've said, but it's going to be too obvious soon, and so they're going to have to do a lot of backpedaling, and they're going to have to apologize to, you know, for why they've been so aggressively against, you know, the people trying to tell them the truth. I mean, I've often said to people, if you knew that there was something that was completely life-threatening out there, and that your loved one was about to go and have that, wouldn't you shout it? Wouldn't you try to tell them? Would it be wrong for somebody to know that that's going to happen and to keep your mouth shut? What would you do? What would you do in that situation? So I think once they kind of know that and listen to that, I think, you know,
I notice
action's different.
Yeah, I notice a lot of people, even in this place where I live, they start to see that it could be that I've been lied to, because now if I walk around and I don't wear a mask, and you now see them, you see that over their mask, their eyes look at me, and some feel that they think, I wish I had the guts.
Yeah, I know.
And occasionally you have those, oh my God, someone's walking in the store without a mask. Oh my God, oh my God.
The panic. And that's
I just
mainstream
turn around.
media fear.
I just turn around, walk differently. And if I'm in front of the cash register and I have someone in front of me, sod it, I'll just walk another round. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I do respect someone who is fearful.
Yeah. Because they are, you know, I feel sorry for them. They're living in that energy, but fear will bring about more of what it is that you're fearful of. So these people are, you know, it's these countries that have been, nearly all of them have been jabbed, and they've got the highest rates of COVID. Highest rates. Well, who is that then? Because they're not allowing anybody else into the country. So how on earth are they getting this then? They wondered why that is. Does that make sense? Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. So, Marejo, I have I think I've added you, but I'm not sure because it's not got your photograph on it, to the group chat. So can you just check if that's okay? That I've added the right Marejo Johnson in there. Can you just double check? That'd be great. Yeah, they do just shut down immediately.
I will. She won't be able to see the chat, so I put in a heart right now.
Okay.
So if it's her, it should have shown up now.
Okay. Yeah.
And otherwise, I can, because I got the email.
All right. So we're gonna wind it up now. I don't know how long we've been on, but it's a long time.
in total with getting things started 4 hours and 15 minutes. So I think about 3 hours, 40 minutes total.
And what about the first one? That's included. That's not including the first readings one we did as well. Yeah.
I didn't check on that one.
Yeah. Well,
Hello.
there
she
you go.
says.
She's in there. Good.
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of love in that group. There's a lot of people supporting each other and being there for each other. And I love it. So, all right then. Thank you, Vera, so much. And please, can you share this video? That would be amazing. And
let's
perhaps go
kill
over
those shadow banners with
yes,
sharing.
please. And perhaps pop over to Vera as well and maybe subscribe to her YouTube channel there.
And I promise I will go do more videos. I'm just at the beginning of getting myself a kicking in the butt and just do it.
Just do it. Let everybody know in the let everybody know in the what's it as well in the classes so that people can support you in there. So give them a little heads up about when you're going on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not like me who just goes, bam, I'm here.
Because I think I'm gonna take the big jump.
Yeah.
And just do it. Because
Yeah.
when I do predictions my way on my YouTube,
Yeah.
then I can do that because I don't need an audience.
No, you don't. If you're doing the astrology, yeah, you're right.
And yes, it's great to have an audience. And I'll be using StreamYard for that. So any comment that comes up on YouTube, I can see in the StreamYard.
It's good. It's good. I'm going to do StreamYard as well. All right, lovely lady. I'm going because I'm absolutely knackered.
I know. I can see it.
I'm going to
I
phone my
think
love.
you find StreamYard easier when it's set up with connecting than this one.
Maybe.
Yeah. Once you've entered it, it's done. It's not changed.
Can you just once again put your YouTube channel in the chat, if that's okay?
I will get it. I have to go back a little because I'm out of it. One more step back. Come on. Move. No.
I'm going to phone my love and then I'm going to get some sleep. Readings tomorrow and then it's psychic development tomorrow, isn't it? We're doing angel cord cutting tomorrow and working with the angels and meditation, and I think it's healing, isn't it? Is it healing? I can't remember. I will have a look, but yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow in class. If anybody wants to join us in class, it is £5 entry, and it is that works out about $7. So if you wanted to come into psychic class, you are welcome to come on in. It's a group of like-minded.
Thank you, Sherry.
With lots of
she put it in.
Lots of love and lots of fun, and you know, people really genuinely saying, how are you? You know, what have you been up to? And they genuinely mean it. So yeah. All right, I'm signing off. Love to you all and take care. Bye. Thank you, Vera.
Thank you for allowing me again.
Bye.
It's always great